Hey, 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 hey. Good. No. Happy Easter. Happy
Yes, happy Easter.
Easter, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in, taking time of Easter to come spend time with us today. I know we have about an hour, 30 minutes. We try to keep it, we used to do it for about 2 hours, but we try to keep it at least an hour, 30 minutes because we know Tracy Cakes comes on at 6:15. So
Right.
we want to make sure that we, at least let people go over to Tracy Cakes for her auction today. And yeah, you guys you don't want to miss it. So make sure you go over to Tracy Cakes. She's going to be live today at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wow, what a day today. Are you guys ready?
Oh, they better just strap their adult pants on because it could get kind of if you have a childish mentality, you better back
Stay
off.
out. Yeah, stay out of the kitchen because it's gonna get real hot today, guys. Real hot today.
In
Okay.
an adult way, in a
Yeah,
calm way,
yeah. In a
factual,
calm way, sort of. I calm way. I don't
factual.
know. Calm way.
We're going to do this as a whole and not toward any individual. It's going to be as a topic,
Yeah,
not
that's what it's. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. It's
not
just gonna be
directed
a
to
general topic.
anybody. But if you come under that category, I can't help it.
I can't help it. Fair is
I
just
can't
fair.
help it.
You put yourself there. We didn't put you in that category. You put yourself there. So, um, and not only we just talking about beef. Is if you know you have any beef with anybody, you don't have to call the person's name. You just let us know what kind of beef it is, and also we want to know how did you deal with that type of beef. You have a disagreement with somebody. Instead of me calling it beef, I will call it beef later on, but let me just say, because people, I don't know if everybody know what the beef is. But if you have a disagreement with somebody, whether it's your loved one, somebody in your family, or it's just a friend, or a co-worker, or it could be somebody on YouTube, which that seems to be going around a lot. So if you have a
My
misunderstanding with somebody on
my
YouTube.
saying is this: sometimes you have to have a misunderstanding to get to an understanding, and just
Yeah,
because you have a misunderstanding doesn't mean you have to not ever associate again. It means you're just going to come to an understanding because that's
yeah,
what adults do.
yeah. And some you might be able to sort it out,
And
and
some
but
you're
some
not.
might not be able to. So what do? You just leave it where it is and keep on moving. And that's all you got to
Exactly.
do. Uh-huh. So
Agreed.
that is what we're gonna be talking about today. But before I go, we talk about that. Let me say a quick hello to those coming in and happy Easter, guys. Um, what did you guys do? So let me tell you what I did. I just cleaned, did laundry, cooked, and oh my goodness, was on the phone with freaking PayPal and their new invoicing system. So yeah, they sent me an email and say if a lot of us reports it, maybe they will do something. Ugh, it's just annoying. I'm all day I've been trying to figure out how to print these invoices, trying to figure out who paid me, because I'm like, before you can go in and have everything listed for people that paid. Now they put it with people that haven't paid, they put it with money transfer. I was having a headache. But anyway, I told the guy, I said, let me tell you, do you know people are leaving PayPal to go to Square Up? He was like, well, let us know. I said, yes, people are leaving because you guys try to fix something that wasn't broken in the first place. We loved it the way it was, no trouble. But you guys decided that you wanted to change stuff. Now people are going to be leaving to go to Square Up because they don't have to deal with the crap they're dealing with now with PayPal. All right, Dominic, mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Happy hop, hop, hop day. It's me, Angie. Good to see you, Angie. I appreciate you coming in. All right, all right. We have little Debbie. I'm not beefing today. I had she had chicken. I just want us all to get along and love one another. Let me tell you, if we could all get along, this world will be a better place to live in. But all fingers are not equal. So yeah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, little Debbie. Welcome in, welcome in. Melinda, happy Easter, my friend. Mwah, mwah. Love the kids' Easter message. I was just playing that over and over again. Thank you so much. It just makes warm my heart, that you send it to us. I appreciate you. Hey, new adventures with Lisa. That's what it should be, but Lisa's new adventures. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Lisa does auctions in the channel. Check her out tomorrow, guys, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's see who else we got here. Hey, Yawn Again. Yawn Again is on tomorrow at 10:30. Good to see you, Yawn Again. Dream Chaser. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Dream Chaser. I appreciate you coming in. Dream Chaser does auctions on her channel, so you want to check her out. And sometimes you find her on Scooter's channel. We just stayed at home watching TV and nothing much. Okay, nice. Hi, David. Happy Easter. Good to see you. I haven't even bothered to get dressed today. Creations by T. Moving on works great. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you, D. I hope you are well. D does auctions on her channel. She also does auctions with other ladies. So make sure you check her out. If I'm not mistaken, I think her auctions are Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Or Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think that's the auction. But if you're not following, make sure you follow. I've been invoicing all day. If you're still using the old system, today is the last day you can use it. But I heard that there's an extension now till June. But I already switched, so I can't even switch back, which is so annoying. I wish I could switch back. I've been looking for how I could switch back. No way I could switch back. So I wish I waited to the end and then switch back, because I heard now that they've extended it to June. Oh, I had a big problem with PayPal lately. Invoice keeps disappearing. Yep, I told the guy that too. I did tell the guy, I don't like paying square up. Doesn't show your whole invoice like PayPal does, and it keeps track of shipping. Well, it's just simple for us, because let me tell you, man, I was packing. By the time I looked at the time, it was almost 4 o'clock. I said, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. Hi, Nancy Smith. Mwah, mwah. Happy Easter. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So today we got 28 people in the house. Guys, hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. Hit the thumbs up, guys. So today we are going to be talking about, I've had issues on my chat, people come in there and they have a discussion. It takes away from the, what they call it, from the whole auction. Auction, you can come in and say hello, ask people how they're doing and everything. But then when you create a whole storyline, okay, it's not a beef, but it's a whole storyline, it distracts from the
It takes
auction.
away from the experience. The
Yes.
experience of going through an auction, where that kind of nonsense should not be in an auction. Picture
Yeah.
yourself going to a live auction somewhere out to a building. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think they would start talking about this stuff when that auctioneer's up there trying to
Yeah.
sell something? Oh, where's my invoice? They wouldn't do that.
No,
No,
you
they
know,
wouldn't.
they won't do that. So, it's like interrupting or auction just to ask a stupid question. Well, it might not be stupid. I won't say it's stupid question, but
It's not the
email the
time and
person.
place.
It's
Yeah.
not a time and a place. Hi, Nancy Smith. Hi, AZ Cat. Hi, Teresa. Mwah, mwah. Welcome in. Hi, Crafty Songbird. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't think it's the place to do that. Especially when somebody is selling. And once you leave a message for somebody in the chat, just do it once and that's it. Like like me as a seller, if I go into somebody's chat and I know I've invoiced a buyer and they haven't seen the invoice, and I emailed them and they still haven't responded, they still haven't made payment. I do go into somebody's chat. If I see them in there, I will just say, could you please check your email? I don't say anything else. That's all. And I leave it. I don't keep writing and keep writing and keep writing because I know it's going to take away. So it's basically I'm saying hello to you, but I'm telling you in the same breath, please check your invoice or check your email. I say I don't say check your invoice. I say check your email. And that's all I say, and I keep it like that. And if you respond, you don't respond, I leave it that way. That's what I do. But to have a conversation in somebody's chat, you're distracting from what the seller on that
Well,
live.
really, it's just one sided because what they're typing in there is not really what the conversation has been all along. They're just
Yeah,
typing in part of what's going on.
yeah. So today's topic is beef. So if you know you've had beef with somebody, when we say beef, it's like misunderstanding. My question is, what do you do with it? So for instance, okay, here is my pot. So here is my pot, and here is my beef. If you got beef with anybody, let me know so we can start cooking it.
We're gonna start making stew.
Yeah, yeah, I'm cooking it with the paper and everything. So let me know. You got beef? I
And you
got
know what, Ella?
got a
It's
lot of beef.
okay. It's okay to have a misunderstanding with somebody. Iron sharpens iron. I mean, when we come and have a disagreement, it only sharpens us to make us see where we're wrong, or they see where they're wrong, and we either grow from it or we're supposed to.
Yeah,
And but people, and I include myself, I don't just not include myself, shouldn't let it go on and not deal with it. You know what
yeah,
I'm
not
saying?
address it. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, and but address it in a positive way where you want to get over it. Not let's keep at it. Let's keep being angry with each other. Let's keep tearing things apart. No, bring it to where you're coming back together, whether you can ever speak again or not, or whether
yeah.
you're ever friends again or not. Bring it to a peaceful situation.
Mm. There's a lot of people that I've noticed, I've heard, and people get angry with another person on YouTube because of what they did to them, you know, and everybody's different on how they handle a situation that they've had with somebody and a misunderstanding. You got a misunderstanding, it's like, how do you deal with it that you can still be cordial, or if you don't want to be cultural, because that's another thing, is that you don't want everybody to know your business, you don't want everybody to know you have beef with somebody, but how do you go about being cultural even though you see the person in the chat? Now, seeing the person in the chat, does that offend you? What would you do? Would you walk away from the chat and don't take part in the chat, or would you take part in the chat, ignore the person, and just keep it moving? What would you do?
And what makes it so unhinged is the fact that we're all part of a community, and when two people have beef, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But with me, I choose to care about both sides. I know there's two sides to every story, and
Mm,
then there's the truth. And their
yeah,
perception of what happened and their perception of what happened is two different things. So I try to leave it open to where, okay, that's between them. That's between them. All I'm responsible my responsibility is to be friends with both parties. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And I can listen to both sides and I can have an opinion, but it's not for me to give my opinion. My opinion is not even warranted. I should just speak to whoever's going through it, be nice, be kind, let them work it out.
yeah. But when you get to a situation where that person, Okay, I was listening to a program on Hulu, and the lady was like, if I have beef with my ex, or if I have a beef with a friend, or if I have a beef with my husband and no longer with him, or my wife, or whatever, or a friend, and we were all friends together, you shouldn't be, because you were my friend first, you shouldn't be friends with that person.
See, that's a lot of that going on,
Mhm.
and that's not being mature and a mature adult.
Yeah.
In other
I,
words, they're saying they don't trust you to be friends with both parties, is what they're actually saying. They're saying they don't trust you because they're thinking you're going to go over there and talk about them to that person. Then you're going to come back over there to them and you're going to play both sides of the fence. But in reality, I don't, if I talk to either party that's having a beef, I don't even bring that up. You know what I'm saying? It's not even for me to discuss. If you want to mention it to me, I'll say, "Oh, I'm so sorry it happened. I hope y'all work it out.
yeah.
You know, I don't know everything that happened, but I hope you work it out."
Yeah. I've had a situation. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. I've had a situation where somebody had a beef. I think I've said it before. Like my ex had a beef with his former ex. Okay. And for years, when the lady come in the room, he would turn his back, and it was just over. Oh, she took half of my 401k when she promised that she was gonna touch my 401k in the divorce. Okay, heard that. Now he never said anything about me, like, oh, because I have beef with this person, you gotta have beef with that person, you know. So I was trying to give this example to somebody else in the YouTube community that has a beef with another YouTuber. And I said to that person, I said, now, what happens if you turn out to be good? You decided to put, both of you meet and decide to put your beef aside and settle it and be friends. If I did take your stand on the beef you have with this person, where does that leave me?
On the outside,
Okay, now that
it
person is
makes
not
you
going to
look like
talk
a
to me
weaker
because of
person.
you. Yeah, because that person is not going to talk to me because you have that beef with that person. You told me about it, and it's like, okay, and then you're mad because I'm still friends with that person that you have beef with. You
Well,
know,
it's like you can't think for yourself. If you have two people that's having a disagreement and you go over to the person that you've been friends with the longest, the other person thinks, well, they can't think for themselves. They're just following, whatever that person wants them to do. I
yeah,
like to be a free thinker. I like to think for myself. I like to make my own decision.
yeah,
Whether I'm going to go down there and be hurt by this person in the future, and you're trying to warn me saying, don't be friends with them because they're going to hurt you. Okay, if I have to learn that lesson down the road, then I'm going
then
to have
that's
to
fine.
learn it.
That's up to me to learn that lesson. But don't tell me because you are not no longer friends with that person, and I'm still friends with that person. You like you're giving me an ultimatum. Like if you're still gonna be friends with that person, then you're not gonna be friends with me. You can't be friends with me and be friends with that person. So that is my point. Then you, if I decided to say, okay, because I want to still be your friend, and I'm no longer gonna be friends with that person, guess what? What if when you and that person settled up, where does that leave me? It doesn't leave me anywhere. All right, let me read go to the chat here. Oh, where's my mouse? Okay. Creations by D say when a person wants to tell you how to run your business in your channel, when confronted on the problem, the person escalates to anger. I moved on because I do not believe in vengeance. The Bible says vengeance is mine. I'll let you
Yeah.
continue. I gotta take this call.
Um, that is so true because whatever we could do to the person is nothing on how the Lord's going to take care of them if you're a Christian. So if you try to take care of it yourself, you're not trusting in Him to take care of it in His own timing. So and it brings anger into your heart. If somebody comes on your channel, tries to take over your channel, they get angry and you get angry, that only interferes with your peace. The
Yeah,
best thing you can have is peace. Don't let
yeah,
anybody take your peace away from you
yeah.
ever.
That's true. Never. Yeah, that's good. You know, one thing is that people do stuff to you. You know what? I wouldn't even take vengeance. I would just let God have it and just pray for that person, because the Bible say, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Whatever you're gonna do to that person, whatever vengeance you were planning, what if it come and backfire on you? You know, the
Well, you
best,
become just like that person you're talking about. If
yeah.
you're talking about them being vengeful and you turn around and do the same thing to them, you become who you say they are. You
All
know?
right. So Melinda said, I've had people message me after an auction and say things like, you bought too much, stop buying everything, give other people a chance, or saying don't outbid people just to give it away. Sorry, that's me. You
Oh
know
my
what?
goodness, that is
Yes.
horrible. That is horrible. People have
Yeah.
some gall.
I mean, it's your money at the end of the day. That's how I feel. It's your money at the end of the day. Any way you choose to spend the money, that is up to you to spend the money. If
It's an
somebody is,
auction.
yeah, that's what people do at auction. People outbid other people because they have the extra money, and they outbid other people in order for them to have the item. Even if you are going to give it away, it's none of their business. Whatever you do with it, it's
If you
none
want to
of their
flush it down the
business.
toilet, go flush it
Yeah,
down
if
the
you want
toilet.
to, yeah. It's none of their business. You're not spending their money, you're spending your money. Now, the way I see it, it looked like that person wants to buy it for really cheap, you know, because, okay, fair enough. Okay, let me use myself for an example. I know a lot of you guys buy stuff from me, and I really appreciate it. But I know that sellers buy from me too so that they can go resell. Okay, I've seen where sellers buy from me and resell it for a little higher than what they got it from me. Now I'm not a wholesaler. I'm a reseller, which sells retail, not selling wholesale. I'm selling
Right.
retail as well, and I'm trying to make money. Even though I sell my stuff that cheap, I wouldn't say that cheap. The cost is low, you know. Even though I bring the cost down that low, somebody might look at it, because that's why we have people in the chat saying, "Oh my gosh, that thing costs more if you go to the
Right.
store." So people use their initiative and say, "You know what? I know that thing costs XX amount. It costs more, so you know what? I will just pay a little bit more." So, because I've had somebody super chat me and say, "Ella, that item you sold me, when I checked it out, it cost a whole lot more." And they super chat me. I think it was $20 that day. They super chat me because the item they bought from me, they thought I sold it below cheap, dead cheap to them, you know. But they wanted to say, hey. So at the end of the day, I would not, I wouldn't care about it. You just continue to be you, and look at it this way: if you want it, bid.
I
That's
mean,
all
can
I
you imagine somebody not having anything better to do? That they just type an email to somebody expressing to them they shouldn't buy in an auction?
mm.
I would have put smiley face and said reply. That's what I would have done. They
Yeah,
don't even deserve. They don't even deserve words. It would just been
yeah, it
smiley
doesn't.
face.
For me, if somebody sent me that, I wouldn't even bother responding.
It would just be like,
Because, yeah, it was like, first of all, you know what? Okay, what I would do, I would actually go. I would go on Google, copy the definition of auction,
yeah,
and send it to them. And that's all I would do. I will copy the definition of auction and send it to them. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to create, this is what I'm saying. They're trying to create beef. That's what they
right.
started to create, is beef, because you are buying and they're not liking that you are spending money when you are go to these different
And they
auctions.
would rather you not be in the auction, because if you were not here, they might would get it a lot cheaper
A lot
than they
cheaper.
would have got it had you being in the auction. But that's
Yeah.
part of auctioning.
So they would have got it for maybe $2 instead of now you come and spend $5 on the auction. They probably would have got for $2, and guess what? They would got it for $2. Guess what? They would turn around and sell that $2 for $10.
Right.
But they're mad at you because you got it for $5. I mean, that doesn't really make any sense now. So they want to create, that's a beef they're trying to create with you, because at the end of the day, you don't even know if, they're mad at you because you do that. And now what you tell yourself, it's like, oh, do you stop? Because some people will like, oh, I don't want to spoil whatever friendship I have with this person, or maybe they
But
won't
do
allow
you
me.
really have a friendship with them if they're going to email you and say something like that? Or
Yeah,
this could have been a random person in the chat that they don't even really know, and still it's none of their business.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
still, it's none of the business, whether
all
you
is
know
fair
them, you
in
don't
love
know
and
them.
war. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? All is
yeah,
fair. I mean, you got to step out there and bid and do what you're going to do in an auction. You can't worry about, oh my gosh, am I stepping on toes? If
yeah,
you want it, you bid for it.
yeah. You watch all these storage wars, and the guy come, he has this money like load like this, and he tells you he's gonna buy every locker, you know, because he's got the money. Fair enough. And you see people bid and they're bidding and he wins it. He's got the money, so he's ready to pay for it because he might find something what value in that locker. So the people gonna be mad that he won the locker? Yes, but what can you do? At the end of the day, it's business. So I wouldn't worry about that one. I wouldn't. I would say that beef, we'll take it out of the
Yeah,
pot.
yeah. I would about that.
We take
I
that
would have
beef out
just
of the pot.
laughed. I would have just laughed.
Yeah, and that's what I would do. I'll laugh at it. I let the Lord handle the vengeance, and I just continue on and drop the problem in the Lord's hand. Basically, that's all you need to do, D. That's all you need to do. Hi, Anne. Welcome. The way I look at it is, if you don't pay my bills or sleep with me, I don't care.
That's the
I
way I
drop
feel.
negativity. I don't need it in my life.
I feel that, Ann. I feel you, Ann. I feel the exact same way. I do.
Yeah, if you're not paying my bills and I'm not coming to you to ask you for money, don't tell me how to spend my money. Basically, that's it. Don't come and ask me, tell me that, oh, you shouldn't spend your money this way. It's none of your business. If I don't come and ask you to pay my rent now, if I see other people don't pay their invoices, but always going from auction to auction and buying and buying and buying. I'm thinking, how much social security do you have?
Yes. And
You
plus, you
know
got to pay this.
that you have to go. You promise everybody you will pay them when your social security comes in on the first. Meanwhile, you bought from Tom, Dick, and Harry, James, actually Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Romans, and
Acts,
all that.
Romans.
You bought from the 12 disciple. You bought
Yeah.
fish from the 12 disciples. Each disciple you went to, 12 of them, you bought fish. And then you told all 12 of them that you're going to make payment on the first. Come the
The
first.
right hand don't know what the left hand's doing.
And then guess what? You owe all these people. You promising you're going to pay. But guess what, though? Don't you have rent to pay? Don't you have bills to pay? Let's say you already paid your mortgage. Don't you have bills to pay?
Lights, water,
Electricity,
gas,
uh-huh.
car note.
But you, meanwhile, you go jump to all these people and you owe them, and then you promise them that you're gonna pay, and then when come time to pay, you're nowhere to be seen to pay for that. So yeah. The way I look at it, yes, if you don't pay my bills or sleep with me, I don't care. No, I don't care. I just hope this person will stop creating further drama, because I do not. Let me tell you, linger on the subject. That's the thing. People want to keep the beef going. I mean, come on now. Really? Why do you want to keep the beef going? I mean,
I
what?
say let it happen. One
Keep the
person, if
beef
they want to tell
going?
their right, tell your side, then the respondent come on and tell their side,
Yeah.
and stop. But people are going to believe what they want to believe. No matter
That's
if
how.
this
Yeah.
person keeps going on with it, they've already made up their mind who they
Yes.
believe and who they don't believe.
Yeah. I was saying to somebody the other day, I was like, you know what? I really don't care what people think about me. I don't
Oh
care
gosh,
what
no.
other people go say to other people.
Oh
If
gosh,
they don't
no.
want to come to my they don't want to come to my live, they don't want to come to my channel, they can stay where they are. That's fine with me. Like I
And I
always
would
say,
rather them stay where they are. I
yeah,
would rather them not come in.
yeah, don't come. If somebody go to you and tell you like, oh, Ella said this and Ella is this, if you don't come to me as an adult to talk to me and say, Ella, hey, what's going on? I hope everything is okay. But you just decide to completely just neglect me, just cut me off like that, you know, and it's like, okay, I don't care what you believe, what that person say. you know I'm just gonna be me. I'm still gonna go to bed. I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. I'm gonna wake up
And if
because,
I don't sleep, it won't be because of this.
yes, it won't be because of that at all. It's just because if I don't sleep, it's my sciatica disturbing me from me having a good night's sleep. Apart from
Right,
that, forget
right.
it. Forget you. I'm not going to go to bed and stress about who don't talk to me or who don't coming back, who's not coming to my life. Don't come to my life. Okay? If you want to believe the other person, believe the other person, and good for you and good for the other person. But if you feel that, okay, you know what? I don't want to cut off from this person because this person, I feel this person is a nice person. I want to find out what really happened. Come ask me. Come ask me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I always tell people, I got receipts. And I learned that when I came to America, that you gotta have receipts. I got receipts. I got recordings. I got texts. I got email. I got whatever you know I got it. So it's like, if somebody is telling you something and you didn't have the time to come to me to ask me, but you just decided for no apparent reason you're just gonna cut me off, don't come to my live, whatever, I am not losing sleep over you, whoever you are. You know
It's
who
all
you are.
about
I'm not gonna lose sleep over you. You can take that person's side if you want to take that person's side. I don't care.
exactly.
I really do not care, you know. But that's the one thing though. Myself and that person is still gonna be talk. We're still gonna be talk. I'm still gonna be cordial with that person. I'm still, if they want to talk to me, I will talk to them. But guess who's left out in the cold? You that decide to come into the middle, not know what's going on, just listen to what one person is saying. You didn't want to find out from the other person what happened and see if there's something you can mend. And you decide that, oh, you know what, you're gonna do, you continue to go, you go do that. I don't give a damn. All right, let's see who yeah, move on. Every day, welcome, good to see you. Well, what is it? I do my best to not address disagreement with individuals in chat. Yeah, you know what? I just feel it's not the time, it's not the place. I've had that in my chat, and I'm like, it takes away from the auction. That's why I decided that, look, you want beef? We're gonna have a beef conversation. Look, I bought so much
This
beef
is the
today.
place. This
We
is the
have it.
place.
Come now, come and talk about it. You know, tell us how you deal with beef. We're gonna beef it out,
And we're
and
gonna handle it like adults.
yeah,
It's not he said, she said, they said.
yeah.
It's
I do not
about
dwell on
getting it
anger or
worked out.
vengeance. I move on to, yes, D, because let me tell you, vengeance and anger, the anger is the one that kills me.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
being angry is the one. When you're angry so much, you're so bitter, so much with this against this other person, that you think you're living a healthy life. You're not living a healthy life, because let me tell you, your anger and your bitterness is eating you inside. That
And it
person is going on
shows
living
on
their
your
life.
disposition. It
Yeah.
shows all over you.
Yeah. You get angry when you see them come in the chat. You get frustrated. You get angry, you know. And guess what? For what? For what reason? The reason, because they come into somebody's chat and you're angry, you're pissed off because you see them in there. It's like, really, come on, like, can
We're
we all
not in
just
high
get
school
along?
anymore.
No, we can all not get along sometimes, which is understandable. Some people say, oh, can we all just get along? No.
That's impossible. Everybody's
No,
not gonna like everybody.
all
It's not
fingers are
even
not
possible.
equal. All fingers are not equal. It doesn't
But I'm
mean
not
that I
gonna
have to
mistreat
be angry
somebody.
or hateful. Yeah, not like that.
I'm not
No.
gonna purposely mistreat somebody because I don't
Yeah,
feel comfortable around them. There's
yeah.
some people that I don't feel comfortable around, but I'm gonna stay my distance. I'm not gonna treat them ugly.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Pearl. Good to see you. Happy Easter. She said, OMG, some people have nothing better to do than to be a busybody, get in other people's businesses. And that is so true. And Pearl has, and this is another reason why I wanted to talk about this beef stuff, because she herself has gone through people that always wants it, always in her business for no apparent reason, you know.
She's
So
just a magnet.
yeah, she she's like, people want, oh, talk to her about certain things on YouTube. She don't care. She don't want to know. Keep it moving. Just leave the lady alone. She don't want to know. Keep your issue with yourself. Don't ask her any questions. She doesn't want to know. All peacefully she wants to do is come in, support people here, and keep it moving. And if you don't want to keep it moving, then that is your issue, not hers.
I always heard the one that's clucking the loudest is the one that's causing all the trouble.
Yeah.
If they
All
are
right,
telling
Gigi.
you,
Yeah.
if they're
Happy
telling
Easter.
you not to do this and not to do that, but it's all quiet, and then they come clucking again, they
Yeah.
want to keep it going.
My happy place is my sewing and visiting with friends. And you got to have that happy place. No matter what people do to you, no matter what kind of beef you have with somebody, you should be able to have an outlet. Some people say they go to the beach and they scream. And when they're at the beach. Some people do certain things. For me, when I've had some issues, I just leave my house and go walk around and just try to get it out. That's what I do. I go walk around, you know and come back to the house and just try to get it out of my system. Another way I deal with it is I find a comedy on TV, whether it's the Golden Girls, whether it's Frasier, whether it's everybody loves Raymond, or all those kind of comedy. I
That's
put
my
it on.
shows.
Yeah, I put those shows on so I can have that happiness in me and start laughing and trying to forget. It's not forget, but not deal with that issue there and there. So everybody should have a happy space to go to.
Yeah,
Instead of letting the anger stew, and you're just letting it cook. You
yeah.
know,
Anger
every
only
time
grows.
you're still cooking that beef. You see them today, you're still cooking the beef. You see them tomorrow, and like,
And you
come on
know
now,
what would anger? You know
that's
what would
peace
anger the
and
other
love right
person?
there. You know,
What would make the other person so angry is for you just to get over it.
yeah.
That would heap coals of fire on their head when you didn't even acknowledge that anything ever happened. It's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, Pearl said, don't send me any angry emails. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I received, it wasn't an angry email. The person might have been angry. I really don't know. And I really don't care. And when they sent me that email, you know what? After reading the first few lines, I just like, you know what? I know where you're going. This is what I got to say to you. I said what I got to say and I ended it there. That's it.
Ella,
And
when I work for an attorney, the attorneys will always tell you, do not ever write anything down in anger or that you don't want people to know about, because you cannot take it back. You
yeah,
can say you never said something, but when something's on paper, you can never deny that it happened.
yeah.
So quit writing stuff down on text messages, on email, and all that you say you've never said, and people can just pull it up.
Yeah, and it's there. There's many times I do like recording and they say something, and then when I'm talking back to them, like, oh, I never, that's not what I said. And I'm like, uh, I just recorded you saying it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I've
just
done
recorded
it.
you saying it. What do you mean you didn't say it? Oh, that's not, then they switch it. Oh, that's not what I meant to say. Oh, now
Yeah,
it's not what you meant to say.
right.
Cookie, mwah, mwah. Cookie said, when does the auction start? Not today, Cookie. Not
Tonight's
today.
not the night for auction.
Tomorrow. More power to you if you have the money to buy it. It's no one's business. So true.
Exactly.
Hi, Joe Mouse. Mwah, mwah. Your auction may be justified in the public, but it's God's please. Why filled with anger or plotting against someone? You will be missing the blessings of Christ working with you and being an example, which is so true. Your actions might be justified in the public. Yeah, you be thinking, oh yeah, yeah, that person did me wrong. So yes, I'm angry. I'm this. Yeah, you can do all that. But at the end of the day, in God's eye, when you go, this is what really hurts me. I always say this. You pray to God, you ask, tell people about God and all that kind of stuff. Believe in God, believe in yourself, and always pray. God will help you. And we as Christians, we say, oh yeah, we believe in God, we listen to the word, we read the word, we go to church and all that. My point is, if you believe in God and all this stuff you're talking about, why do you have so much hate for another human being that you can't seem to forgive? But you love God, the God that you don't even see with your own naked eyes. How could you love me that you don't see? Then your brother that you see every day, you don't love them. Or you come to me and ask me to forgive you. Meanwhile, your brother, you didn't forgive them. Leave your gift at the altar, go forgive your brother, then come back and offer that gift. And that's one thing. Don't call yourself a Christian and be a hypocrite at the same time, because that's what you're doing. You're being a hypocrite. And
Okay,
this
we
is
were all given emotions,
yeah,
anger, sadness, loving each other, whatever. We were given emotions. I say, have your moment. If somebody
yeah,
hurts your feeling, have your moment of anger. Just don't hold on to it.
yes.
Don't hold on to it.
Because you keep holding on to it, you keep holding on. Like I said, beef after beef, beef after beef, beef after beef, and then you're cooking the beef. That's
Love
all you
can't
keep
come
doing.
in.
And you keep adding to
Kindness
the beef.
can't
You
come
keep
in.
adding to the beef. Guess what? When you keep adding it gets full. It's like, come on. You know, when are you gonna when you're gonna say to yourself, enough is enough, and put it down? Because what you're cooking is your cancer, your high blood pressure, it's all that stinking
Your
diseases. But
cholesterol, all these other
you're
diseases.
wondering why you're having me. I know why I'm having my blood pressure. It's because it's freaking pallets. The guy took my money up to today, still haven't paid me. But guess what? You know what I told him? I said to him, I said, I am pissed off you took my money, but I'm gonna give it to God. I don't have nothing against you, but I will leave God to get my revenge. I'm gonna keep praying for you. That's all I'm gonna do is pray for you, because you can't give me my money, you can't give me my pallets. But I'm just gonna ask God. And every day I ask God to continue to help him. I don't pray, oh God, do this for him. No, I ask God to continue to bless him. Because the Bible says when you pray for your enemy, you're heaping cold on their head.
Fire,
Okay.
yes.
So
It took me
that's
a
what you,
long time.
yeah.
It took me a
So
long time to learn that.
yeah. So when you keep cooking this beef, every time you have beef with this person, guess what? The pot's gonna overflow one day. And then you're gonna ask yourself, is it even worth it? I really do enjoy the auction community. I am only in for the sales and the chat, friendly chats for sure. Yeah, we want to come in, we want to say hi. I mean, the pandemic brought all of us together, because to be honest with you, I've had my YouTube channel since 2000, and I think 2012 or 2013. I didn't do anything with it. It was only the pandemic, and then I actually created out of my YouTube channel, Save Here First, because my YouTube channel is actually fashion made for you and more. So I can advertise clothes that I sell at my kiosk. You know, now when I had to stay and work from home, I found YouTube all over again. We
Right.
make friends, you know, and the friends might not be friends that come and visit you and knock on your door like we used to have it. Look at that friendship between Colleen and Tracy Cake the other day. Wasn't it wonderful? These ladies have been selling together, been doing auctions together, doing auctions on other people's channel, my channel, for years. And then one day, Tracy Cake decided that I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna surprise Colleen. Wasn't that beautiful to see?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
that somebody that you met them only on what they call it, on YouTube, and you establish that friendship and grow it, outside of the friendship of
Right.
YouTube.
Outside what we see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't have the opportunity to go visit somebody. Picnic is 4 hours away from me. I don't drive. I've always thought about, man, I don't know if I can sit 9 hours on the train just to go see her, and then sit another 25 minutes to take a Uber from the train station to her place. When I think about all that time, friendship don't come into it. I'm like, no, girl, my buttocks
I
hurt.
love you and all
9 hours.
that, but I'm not going 9 hours.
I'm like 9 hours, and she's only 4 hours by car. But I don't drive. If I drove and I had a car, man, I would have been visiting her like every weekend. I would be spending weekends with her. But I don't drive, you know. But I did promise her that one day, by God's grace, I will definitely make it over there. And actually, I did say to her, maybe you need to get Mr. Pickett to drive you down to come see me.
Right.
We can make a
Right. That's
day
what I was
out of
gonna
it.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we do meet. It's nice. I love the community, whether it's the coin community, the auction community, the other reseller community, whatever community. I really do like it. I really do like
And people have to get so invested to with everybody on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're in your community, you don't have to get really invested in them. Be friends with them, but don't really, like you and Nikki have an investment. You know what I'm saying?
it. Yeah. I have been on the wrong side, so no judgment here. Well, it doesn't really matter what side you're on. It's just the way you take it, which is going to be best for you and how you deal with it. All I'm saying is that don't deal with it with too much anger that it will start eating away from you when you see the person. You know,
Right.
some people could do you wrong, you can do somebody else wrong. For me, if I do somebody wrong, I'm the first to say, if I know what it is, I will be the first to say, please forgive me, I really didn't mean to do it. But if I don't know what I did and the person just decided they're not going to be talking to me or be my friend, that's fine. I will be cordial when I see them. It's not going to make me stop my YouTube or going to somebody's YouTube, when they're live, or leave a comment if I chose to. It's not going to stop me. If I'm there and I see somebody there, look, you being there, me reading your name like that person's in the chat, is not going to stop me from supporting that chat that I came into. It's not going to
Right.
stop. you know I'm gonna say hi, and I'm gonna keep it moving and do what I gotta do. Sometimes if I come in there and I see somebody that I don't even know, I say that I to myself, to say I've offended somebody. I always want people to let me know. If I offend you one way or the other, let me know. Because if you don't let me know, I'm flying blind. And then, you know what, after it takes me about a few weeks just to remember, what did I say to offend this person? And I'm asking, what did I say, what did I do? If you're not telling me, look, I don't want to have a heart attack trying to think about what did I do to offend you, that you're not talking to me or you're having beef with me. You know what,
Right.
you stay there, you continue to cook your beef and stew in it. Me, I'm moving on to other better things, stuff
And
not to let that
I've
worry.
noticed that some people will ruin a perfectly beautiful friendship because they want to be right. They
Mhm.
want to be right fighters. They have to prove that they're right. What they're
Yeah.
saying is right. Okay, let's just say you are right. But here's the thing: compromise when it comes to friendships, relationships, marriages, there has to be a compromise. Don't always try to be a right fighter. You got to prove
Mhm.
that you're right. That's
Yeah.
how a lot of friendships end, is because they want to be a right fighter.
Okay. So if you're right, you're right. You believe on your theory and you're right, then that's fine. Okay, that's fine. But don't make it where it have to cause beef with somebody, and then you take it into argument and stuff like that. You ask yourself, is it really worth the argument? Does it really worth the hatred? Is it really worth you all the time feeling sick about it? Because that's what you do. Like, ugh, I feel sick when I see that person. Like, oh, so you'll feel sick? That person
Then
doesn't
that
even
means
feel
you
sick.
hadn't forgiven that person. You
Yeah,
hadn't
you're
forgiven
feeling
them.
sick. You'll be like, oh, that person is in here and is in the chat, make me sick. Basically,
If
you
everybody
are
just
putting
knew how they were, if everybody
yeah,
just really knew the real them.
yeah. Oh, I believe me, I do bid for no one. Yeah, you just be yourself and continue to do who you want to be and bid. It's your money at the end of the day. Everyone makes mistake and that's understandable, but don't deliberately misconstrue the fact. That is true. You know, it's like fact is fact. If you don't remember it how it happened, you know what? Ask the person, okay, so what did you think happened then?
What
You
did you
know,
see?
what did you
What did
see?
you see?
Yeah, and try to see if you can iron it out and whether you can get to a place. You will get to a place where you can agree, or you can get to a place where you disagree. I remember a friend of mine way back, way back. I think I probably was like in my 20s. You know what? She didn't talk to me, and I didn't understand why she didn't talk to me. Okay, so I tried to find out why she didn't talk to me, and she would ignore me all the time. We used to go out together, and I didn't understand it. Why she didn't talk to me? You know, come and find out it was because of a stupid boy that had interest in me, and she liked the boy. She liked the boy, but when the boy was called, boys that like to whistle, whistling is not my name. If I'm walking down the street and somebody whistle, I would never turn my back because whistling is not my name. So she turned around. Now the guy was trying to get my attention, but I just I don't answer to somebody whistling. So she turned back and saw the guy, and she said, "Whoo, this guy whistle," you know. So she said, "Oh, let me stop and find out what he wants." So meanwhile, my face, I haven't even turned around to see who was whispering. My face was still going where I was going. She said, "Ella, stop." I'm like, "Okay," I stopped. She went over, talked to the guy. Then she came back. She said, "Oh, the guy invited us to his house." I'm like, "You just met this guy. You said we should go to his
And you want to
house?"
go to his house?
I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Yeah, let's go, let's go." I was like, "Okay." So because it's us girls, you know what? I said, "Okay, let's go." We went. We got to this guy's house. They played music, offered us drink. They were dancing. This guy wasn't paying her no attention after he got to his place. He came and started talking to me. And I was like, "Why are you sitting next to me? Go talk to her. Why
Because
you?"
you didn't turn around?
Yeah,
Because you didn't turn around and say,
leave. I said, "Yeah, I'm ready to leave too." So we were walking. The guy said, "Oh, he will escort us back home." He walked. We stopped at her place because her place was nearer, and said good night. And he said, "Don't worry, I'll walk you to your place." And on the way we were going, he said, "I wasn't really interested in your friend. I was interested in you." That it was why. The next day she was pissed off when she found out. She was pissed off at me. I'm like, "Well, it doesn't have anything to do with me." You know, she decided she didn't want to be friends with me because of that, because the boy was interested in me and not her. So I
well,
was
I
like,
may be a different female than a lot of females, but I always had the concept that men come a dime a dozen. And when one man is interested in somebody else and not me, then I'm like, okay, because
yeah,
there's 10 or 20 more where you came from, you know?
yeah, yeah. You didn't tell me how to live my life before YouTube. Why in the world am I allowing people on YouTube to tell me how to live my life? Yeah. It's like I've been surviving by myself all this time with people's opinion. So why now you want to tell me how to live my life? Don't tell me how to live my life. I
And
don't
this
want to
is
know.
people that you hadn't even met in
Yes.
person.
Yeah.
You've not even met in person, and you're allowing them to control you.
If I reach out to you and I said to you, "Hey, this is what's going on in my life," then that means I've opened the door for you to give me advice. You know, I reach out to Pikiniki and I say, "Hey, I'm going through some shit. What do you think?" And I'm always complaining to her about stuff I'm going through, and she will pray with me and she would advise me because I opened the door so that to let her in, because I needed somebody to talk to. Because if I didn't need her to talk to, guess what? I would be a wreck. You know,
Everybody needs a sounding board.
yes.
Everybody needs a sounding
And
board.
every time I used to apologize to her, she always saying, "You know what? You don't need to apologize. I'm there for you. I'm there for you." So when you open the door to somebody, you open the door to that person. But if I didn't open the door to you, don't come and tell me how to live my life. I'm not telling you how to live your life. So don't tell me how to live mine. Basically, that's it. Right, D. I know how much I have. And if I spend what I have, yeah, that's what I was saying, that if you have a money and you say, you know what, I'm going to an auction today, I'm gonna spend $100. Stay within the $100 and spend that $100. Okay, that's all you got to do. Spend that $100. If you decided that you're gonna spend more than the $100, that's between you and your wallet, not between you and somebody else that don't want you to spend your own money. You know. But guess what? This is what I think, though. If they don't want you to spend your money and outbid other people when you are in the auction, what happened when you go to their auction and you buy from them? Do they say the same thing? Because you're going to be there outbidding other people. So what would they say? I would love to know that. What would they say? Because they're a buyer too. So if they're saying don't outbid me in auction, and if they're a seller, when you go to their auction and you're buying what and you're outbidding other people, what do they say? Don't outbid other people. You know, does that, you see how that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's hypocritical.
yeah,
But Ella, what I don't understand about people, and I guess they don't care or they don't think about, this is a tight knit community of auctioneers that I go through every day. It's not like you and everybody else is not going to know who's not paying who. You understand what I'm saying? If
yeah,
somebody's not paying their invoice, I'm sure it's not a secret to other sellers. Look, they don't pay me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
How can you not think that one seller is not going to know that you're not paying another seller?
yeah,
They're going to know.
yeah. That's another thing, and that is my beef that I have with people, um, that ghost me. I think I coined the word "don't ghost me." When I started, selling on YouTube, and I noticed that people do not, reply back or answer their invoices and stuff like that. And I always used to say, please do not ghost me. And I've even had people send me T-shirts with Ghostbusters on it, you know, and send me other stuff with ghost on it because I use it a lot. Now, my word, for me, my issue is you're not paying. That's okay. Just let me know. When you don't let me know, that's the thing that pisses me off. Because then I see you go to another channel and you're buying from them. And I'm saying to myself, if you're not paying me, you're not paying those people you're buying from. Because there's no way you're going to ignore a week has gone past and you got your invoice after 1 week and then you didn't pay. Now the following week comes, you still didn't pay it. I mean, I'm not reading your mind. I don't know if you don't have the money. I don't know nothing. PayPal is automatically sending you a reminder to let you know you haven't made a payment because they sent it out. I go into PayPal, put your information in. I send it to you. PayPal do the automatically reminding you. Now, when you hear from me, I probably will be emailing you, or I will write in the reminder place that, look, could you please make a payment? That is the beef I have with a lot of people, that in the reseller community, whether it's the reseller community, any selling community, people are selling and you're buying. You can't go to Walmart and do that shit there. You can't
Right.
do it there. So
They
why
want
would
their
you want to
money
do
right
it with
then.
us? You don't go to Walmart and say to Walmart, I will take this stuff and I will go out and or put them on layaway. Remember when Walmart and Kmart and all the other stores used to do layaway?
Yeah,
They
but
used
you
to
didn't
ask
get to
you
bring
for a
it home.
deposit.
Yeah.
They used to ask you for a deposit for those layaway, and you got a deadline for you to pay for those layaway. There's always a deadline. And when that deadline comes, you don't pay, guess what? Those shit go back on the shelf.
Back and right.
Hi, Lisa M. Welcome in. Ella, you are tough but fair. I respect that. You know what? At the end of the day, it's a business. It's not a hobby. If it was a hobby, fair enough. I got too much going on. It's just a hobby for me. I'm just using it just to get to know people. No, it's my bread and butter. If you don't pay me, I don't pay my bills. I was just finished talking to my friend in Spain. She called me. She was saying, "Hey, last time I spoke to you, you were talking to me about your pallet. Did the guy ever paid you?" I said, "No, he didn't pay me. You know, he didn't pay me. That is my bread and butter. Okay. I'm using the money. When you pay me, I go back and I order again. Whatever I have left, I pay my light bill, I pay my cable bill, I pay StreamYard bill, I pay all the other bills. It comes out. So it's not a hobby for me. If it's a hobby, I will treat it as a hobby. But it's a business. This is what happens when business don't become successful because you're lolly dolly over your business and you find out why your business went to the
Right.
crap.
You let people take advantage of you.
Yes.
Yes.
That's one reason your business went to the crap. That's why your business is not doing well, or your auctions or whatever. Because guess what? You well, if you got a big house and space and you want to build a box, because this person told me other people build a box. I am not other people. I am
First of
not
all,
other
you don't have
sellers.
the room to build a
And
box.
I live, and you guys hear me a lot. I say it all the time. I live in a one-bedroom apartment. I don't even have space to put stuff that I sell most of the time. Where am I going to be building a box? I today printed, these are invoices that I printed today. Invoices. There are almost 40 invoices in here. And I have maybe about 10 more that haven't paid that I have to print out once they pay. Tell me, if I had to build a box for all these people, where do you expect me to put it? Where do you expect me to
I
put it?
guess you could balance it on your head.
I guess. Okay. So this
But that's
person
what
was
they would
telling me,
expect you
oh,
to
other
do.
people do build a box. I said, you know what? Buy from those people that do the build a box. I don't have space in my house for build a box. And I
Every
am
auction
not,
is different.
yes,
Every auction is different.
don't expect because you went to A auction, A and then B auction should do what A is doing because they allow you to pay once a month. No, I give you a week to pay and a few days after I give to you to pay. Now, if you email me and say, Ella, something came up, I will give you that leeway. But if you don't email me at all and you sit back thinking because A build a box, did you ask me that? Maybe if you did ask me in the first place and I told you no, then you will watch what you buy from me, you know. But
Well,
don't
if
get
I ever
it.
not pay, you say to
Yeah,
yourself, something's wrong with Angie.
yeah,
Something's wrong.
yeah. And I've done that where I've hold items for 3 weeks because I don't see them in my life. I don't see them in other people's life. So I'm like, okay, something is wrong. I hope everything is okay. And that's when I send an email. I say, I hope all is well with you because I haven't seen you in my life or other life in the last week or two. That's when I drop an email and I get emails back. Oh yeah, like a lady, she said she had a kidney failure, she had to be in hospital, and she said, Ella, I still want my stuff, could you still hold it? And I held it for her, but she was in hospital because her kidney failed. And I still held the stuff for her until she came out of hospital. She emailed me and said, Ella, if you still got my stuff, I would like to pay now. I'm out of hospital. And that is why I do
Communication is
that this way.
key. Communication.
Yes, you don't communicate. Well, what about beefcake?
Huh.
Well, beefcake, yeah. Why do people get so irritated? In reality, you are not going to meet. Yeah, yeah. A lot of these people, you're not gonna meet them. You're not gonna see them. So yeah. Hi, Steph, sell stuff by the station. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I gotta admit, seeing Ella all fired up is kind of turning me on. Steph said, Ella, I don't know what's going on, but I gotta go watch that video, see. And when she watched that video, she said, I understand now what's going on. Yeah. Um, Look, I have a very playful side to me. I like to be
Oh, I do too.
joyful, have
Yes.
friends, and have a laugh and stuff like that. And somebody wrote something in my life, and I'm like, when you go out to buy, do you get Do you get this laughter? We bring laughter to you guys. We try to make it fun, enjoyable. You know how many emails I receive where people say, Ella, I've had a bad day, but when I came into your life today, the way you and Picky Nikki, or you and Victoria, or you and Colleen or Tracy K, and the fun I've had, I was laughing. Some people have a bad day at the office, you know and they were like, "Oh, Ella's gonna be live." Do you know how many people watch that? So it's not only I'm selling, it's like I'm bringing something you would not get at Walmart. Let me tell you, when I go
Right.
to Walmart, I can't even find somebody to help me locate where items are on the shelf. And when
Right.
I do happen to find somebody, that person don't even know what I'm talking about, or they lead me to the wrong place and say, "Oh, I thought it was here." And then I get frustrated, like, you work here, you don't even know where shit is, you know?
Right.
Uh-huh. So we as sellers, when you come to our auctions, we bring you guys something that is different. you know we bring you ourselves. you know it's so fun. Like, I was doing maths on Friday trying to sell something. It was so funny when I watched the replay of that. I laughed so hard just watching that replay, me trying to sell these hangers and trying to thinking I'm giving you guys a deal, and Victoria was laughing. Like, Ella, what it was so much fun. So yeah.
And everybody does not have that gift to be able to do that in auctions.
I
They don't. And that's why some auctions have 60 people, some auctions have 5 or 6.
know.
They
Yeah.
don't have that gift.
Yeah. you know I didn't have to learn it. I just knew for myself I had to be myself. I said, Ella, if you're gonna be doing this, you gotta
Just
be
be who you
yourself.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be who you are. Be honest with who you are. I don't have to pretend to be somebody else that I'm not. I always try
Right.
to
That
bring
is
who
so
I am.
hard
Yes,
to try
it's
to
hard.
pretend.
Yeah. And I say I'm just gonna be who I am. I'm gonna bring who I am to the auction. And because I saw other people doing the auction, I thought, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I see how Melanie, Lightbeam, and Bmos, they have fun on the chat. Johnny and they have fun on the chat. I watched my friend Paul, Philip Flipper, and what's it,
That's what people
Gravity,
want. That's
Cameron.
what
They were
people
doing,
want
yeah,
is
they had so
fun.
much laugh. And I said, "Oh, can I be a part of that auction?" They said, "Yeah, you can be a part." Let me tell you, my first time I sold with them, those guys, I just kept selling. They were like, Ella, when is it gonna be our turn? I was like, "Oh, I didn't know there was turn." So
Yeah.
it was so big. But try and be yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Just be yourself and just try and be fun with it. Hi, Timeless. Cheers. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Timeless. Welcome and Happy New Year. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Anybody else? If I miss you guys coming in, I'm so sorry. Jessica, good to see you, Jessica. Mwah. Thanks for sharing us out. A nice added beverage never hurts. Yeah, probably will cool their mind down. My happy place is natural, or it's nature. Sorry, my happy place is nature, or a quiet place. Yeah, to say rosary or divine mercy. Yeah, everybody got that happy place that you go to. Sometimes, look, I am not perfect. I could be a handful. Not you. Let me tell you, not everybody can stomach me. Not everybody can deal with me. Let me tell. When I was working for the British government, all I could hear people say is, Ella, you never smile. Why is it you don't smile? Ella, you're very aggressive. And I used to try to say, okay, what am I supposed to be doing so, I can smile? But it's like I can't pretend. And then one day I said, when you come to my desk and I'm not smiling, it's because I'm seriously working. I'm a caseworker.
Concentrating.
I'm concentrating, trying not to get stuff wrong. These are cases I need to read and prepare myself to take to a tribunal. If I don't get the facts right from the police, from the individual, the stuff happened, to witnesses that were there, I will make a mistake. You know what? It will be a fool when I take it to the chairman of the
Right.
panel
It could
and
cost
all
somebody
that.
their life.
Yeah, money, everything. So when I'm serious, I'm working. When it's come time to play, I will play. But when I'm working, I'm working. And then they say, oh, yeah, you're too aggressive. I say, is it because my voice is loud? That's why you're saying I'm too aggressive? And I used to apologize all the freaking time for years. And then a friend of mine took me out to lunch one day. He said, Ella, never apologize for who you are. God created you the way you are. People used to say to me when I talk, shh, you talk too loud. And I'm like, that's the way I talk. No, you're
I hate to
shouting.
be shushed. I hate
Yeah.
to be shushed.
Oh, they say, shh, you talk too loud. I said, no, that's my normal voice. That's the way I talk. And I'm like, no, that's not the way you talk. You're talking too loud. I'm like, and I will try. And I find out that I wasn't happy. I was always miserable because I wasn't allowed to be myself. Now I'm like, okay, I want to be myself. To hell with whatever. If you feel that I'm too aggressive, there's the door. If you feel I'm too loud, there is the door. I'm not looking for friends. I'm freaking 57. I don't have time for friends. If you want to be my friend, you're going to accept me for who I am. If I can accept you for who you are, then you should be able to accept me for who I am. And if you don't want to accept me for who I am, keep it moving. Don't tell me to change. Don't tell me to lower my voice. I know my voice is loud. Turn your
I
volume
like
down.
me. I like me. And if you don't, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Mwah! Oh, Susanna! Susanna has a talk chitty chat show on Wednesdays, 8 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. Good to see you, Susanna. Love Golden Girls and also Friends. I don't watch much of Friends because it doesn't make me laugh as much. But like today, they had the marathon Golden Girls on Sunday,
I
so I
love
just
the
watched
Golden
it.
Girls.
I love watching Golden Girls. There's Dorothy always have to. I mean, the lady always have to have a comeback. Very
Oh,
smart
yes.
with whatever comes out from her mouth, and I love it. I love it. All right, let's see. Anybody? I go to the beach, sit down at the bench, and relax. Yeah, that's a good thing. You know, go over there, go to the beach if you're close to the beach. I don't really like the beach, so I don't like to go to the beach. You know, and I feel that you know what? The day I decide to go to the beach and I stand in the beach, the water will take me away, and I don't know how to swim, so I just stay my ass out of the beach.
Mine
when
is
Jeff,
more
when Jeff was
nature.
here, we went to the beach twice. When he was here, we went to the beach twice, and only because he likes the beach, But I don't like the beach, I just don't like the beach. It's just not me, and I stay pretty close to the beach.
Mine is
I
more
almost
meditation and
because of
nature is what I
yeah.
go.
Some people like, can be out and I'm a homebody. I like to go out when I have a partner. I really love to go out because we can go out together. We can, take in what we see and say, oh, that's beautiful. And I'm talking to somebody and I love to do that. I have traveled the world for years. I traveled the world. I was living out of a suitcase because I had to go to this place, to that place. I'm always on the airplane for work, and after for work I get my holidays, I'm off again, traveling, going relaxing one place or the other. Now I love doing that, but I enjoy it more when you have a partner, when you have somebody you're dating or you're married to. You guys can make plans and you guys can go to all these places, and that's one thing that I really miss is traveling with your partner, to go to a place. Like, I never been to Vegas until my ex was like, you know what, when I get my bonus, we're going to use my bonus, we're going to go to Vegas. That was my very first time I went to Vegas, and since then I've been to Vegas, since then, but that was my very first time I went to Vegas, you know and stuff that you like doing. So the places you want to go to, yeah, you can go to. If you want to go to the beach and relax, go to the beach and relax, and just don't let stuff bother you. You let it out there, and then you walk back home. I almost left YouTube because of beef. Yeah, I've
Well,
told
that's
people.
a choice. That's a choice. I mean, if you either choose to do that or choose not, you got to stand above it or go, or give into it.
Yeah,
But once you make
I
that
I
decision,
have. I've been where she's been, where I
yeah,
almost, not
once
because
you
of
make
beef.
that decision, stay with whatever
Stay with
decision
it.
you
Yeah,
make.
I wanted to leave YouTube. I spoke to Pikiniki about it. I say, I think I'm gonna leave YouTube, not because of other people's drama, because I don't have drama with nobody. To be honest with you, I don't have drama. If
See,
somebody
I
has
don't think
drama with me, then that's their problem. I don't
yeah.
have drama with no one. But my reason for thinking about, well, gonna leave YouTube was when I didn't have my palette. You know, I said, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to leave YouTube and go back into full-time employment. You know, that will be the only reason of leaving YouTube. I will
Oh,
come,
you would have devastated a lot of people.
you know, but I got to pay my bills. You
Right,
know, that's the thing. I got to pay my bills. But then I thought about it. You know, I talked to Pikaniki about it as well. And I was like, wow, I should be further ahead because I set goals and my goals, I met them. I was buying mystery boxes, but you can go way back and look at my videos way back when I was doing unboxing. I will buy one box, I will buy two boxes, I will do unboxing. And that's how I used to sell. And I would make like $400 for the week. And I used to say, if I make $100 on Melanie and Bimo's channel on Monday, and I make $100 on Wednesday on Johnny's, and I make $100 on my channel on Thursday, and then if I get invited and I make $100, that's $400 a week. I'm like, wow, I can pay my bills because I'm already working part-time, so I can actually pay bills and still buy another pallet. That
right,
was my goal. And then when I saw, you know, I was buying all these boxes, then I heard about pallets. I said, you know what, Ella, let's level up, you know. And I said, I'm gonna level up and buy a pallet and see how it goes. I went from making $400 a week to be making $1,800 a week. And I thought, wow, bingo, pallet, that's where it is. But now when I got screwed with that pallet in December, and I thought, okay, I'm back to buying mystery boxes again. So I'm not earning as much as I used to earn when I get the pallet. Imagine making like 15, 16, $1,800 a week for 4 weeks. That is some money you're making, you know.
right.
And now you can pay your bills, you can buy more pallets and everything. And when I noticed the month of December, month of January, February, I'm not making close to that, I said to Pikiniki, I think it probably I have to leave, you know. But then I told us I don't want to leave, you know. For to be honest with you, my brother told me, Ella, you're at your happiest when you're on YouTube. So I
Right,
remember that, you know. So what am I going to do? Ella, invest. You don't get knocked down. Continue, instead of buying one boxes, buy four boxes. So now I go and start buying four boxes. The items might not be as lot of the items like I used to get in the pallets when I used to get 300 to 400 items in a pallet. These one I'm getting like between 70 and 100 items in a pallet,
right,
in a box. Like the four boxes, if I add all of it together, four boxes, not
right.
get to the pallet, you know. But I still like I'm doing it, so because I need to pay my bills, but because I still love you guys and I will still want to be
Oh,
here.
I'm so glad you didn't leave.
Oh yeah, ask Pikiniki, she will tell you. Don't put anything in writing. Yeah, people like to write stuff, you know. You put it in writing. If you're gonna put stuff in writing, right? Sometimes writing
Be
is
willing
good.
to back it up. If you won't, if you're gonna write it down, when they come and confront you with it, say, "Yep, I wrote it."
Yeah. And if you're writing stuff down to get over stuff, write it down and then tear it off.
Yeah, or put it in private. You don't have to put it in a text.
Yeah. Hi, Boatman. Happy Easter. Good to see you, Boatman. Yeah. It doesn't really matter whether you put it in text or whatever. Stand by what you write.
Right.
Because I've known people that write something in text and then they change their mind and say, oh, that's not what they meant to say. No, that's what you meant to say. It's in text already. I don't know how you dice and slice it. It's
You're
already
like,
in
I can
text message.
understand the English language.
Yeah.
That is what you meant.
Yeah, words can be twisted. Yeah, I know words can be twisted, but when you take your time to write it in the text or you write it down in paper to send it, that is what you're writing down. You know, you're writing down what you're thinking up here. That's what you're putting down on paper. Now, um, did you read it before you sent it? If you sent it in anger, then that's up to you.
Yeah.
But if you had to read it so you can say, how does it sound when somebody reads it?
What's
If you
their mind going to think? How are they going to perceive it? What is it going to look like to them? You know?
Let me tell you something. I've written emails and I sent it to my ex. I think I've written an email and I called Missy and I said, Missy, read this because and Pikiniki had done the same thing. I said, because I think I wrote this in anger, and if I send this, the person gonna know that I'm really angry, you know. And I do the same thing. I will say to my ex, "Hey, read this text. What do you think?" Or email. He will say, "Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's reward it differently. Let's say this instead of this." You know. So yeah, you just gotta be careful what you're. But if you write it down, don't come and tell me, "Oh, that's not what I mean." No, because you didn't take time to read it. All right, so that's on you. Hi, Bing. Mwah, mwah. Happy Easter. Welcome, welcome. It's the one who brings up God, profess to be a Christian. I watch. Oh my goodness. That one.
Very well
Oh my
spoken.
goodness. Watch out for people like that. You know, always preaching, always, you know, and then you turn out. How could you talk? Sometimes, let me tell you, sometimes I let loose. I just like, oh my gosh, how could you say something telling somebody about God and meanwhile you're not doing what God has told you to do? You know, you say, oh yeah, maybe because you're a better Christian. No, there's nothing like a better Christian. Shut
You
your
either
freaking
are
mouth.
or you're not. You either
Yes.
are or you're
Oh
not.
yeah, shut your freaking mouth and don't say anything. Don't bring God into it. Okay, don't bring God into it. Stop telling people about God and meanwhile you're not even doing Christ like. You know, don't do, if you're not being Christ like, don't tell some other person to be Christ like.
You're acting
And
like the
say,
devil, but you're quoting scripture.
yeah, you're quoting scripture and say, what do you think God will do? What the hell are you asking me that for
We
when you're not doing that same thing? No. All right. People who spew all the hatred are the ones that are very unhappy with themselves. I'm telling you, yes, you're wondering why you're losing weight. You're wondering why this hurts you here. You're wondering why your head hurts you there, because you have so much hatred and anger. This is what you did. You carry all the beef and all the stew. This is all the beef. All the beef you put in there cooking, and then guess what? You put it on your head. You wonder why your neck is hurting you, because guess what? You've had so much anger and all the beef on your head that you've had. Come on now. Come
and
on.
you're
Take it
and you
off.
think
Take the
it's
load off.
bothering the other person, but
Yeah,
it's really not bothering the other person.
it's not. You put that beef on you, and then you don't have one beef. You have beef with another. You have a beef with another. You have beef with another. The pot is filling up with beef. You put it on your head. Your neck is hurting you. You're wondering why you're
Your
feeling
back's
sick.
hurting. Your neck's hurting.
Yeah. Go read what they say. People don't just get cancer because they say, oh, it's in our family. All right. Yeah, we know sometimes it could be in somebody's family. But you know, when something eats you, it's eating you, that's cancer too. Cancer is not just a disease for, oh, breast cancer or whatever. A cancer could be something that is really eating you inside of you.
Anger will destroy you
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah. You know, people use the word Christian very loosely. Well, you better go back and read what the Christ said. Yeah, Christ like, being Christ like, being nosy, you know, meddling in other people's business. You said you are, yeah, please. Hi, Anna and Crazy. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, so it's like, yeah. So, you know, all right. Yeah, Colleen and Tracy, you already probably started
She's
the
not having an auction today.
who? They're not? What happened?
She
They're
took
taking a
off
break?
for Easter.
Oh, Easter. Okay, I thought they were gonna be having an auction. Oh, all righty. I guess that's probably why we have 44 people in here today. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hi, Ronnie. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. I didn't intend to make friends on YouTube for people to meddle in my business. Ask me a million questions about me, my life, especially when I don't ask about yours. Yeah, why you want to know about somebody else's life? Just let it be. Let them move on. You move on. Ask. Some people are homebound and all they have is the chat, the family. So things of that, instead of causing beef in other people's life. Yeah, you know, people like my friends are in England. I don't have a lot of friends. I was saying to somebody today, I said, let me tell you, or was it yesterday? They were like, well, you got friends. I said, do you see me? I said, I moved here 8 years ago. I don't have one friend here. It was a job that brought me down here. I moved from Tampa to Georgia and back to Florida, and I moved here because of a. I was looking for a job. I packed up my business and I was looking for a job. That's how I got to where I am right now. And my only friend that made me move down here, she after about a year, she moved back to Maryland. Okay, so being down here, I don't know nobody. I don't go out. When I go out on my own. When I want to go out to eat breakfast, I could go out to eat breakfast if I don't feel like making breakfast on my own. When I want to eat something different, not something I make, I go to Texas Roadhouse because I love their bread. I'll go to Texas Roadhouse. I'll order me. I will sit in me, myself, and I in that booth. I will eat my food, eat the peanuts. I will get up. I will leave. I will walk home. When I go, I'll
See,
go to
I can do that. I can be by
yes,
myself. I
yeah.
can
I can
eat
be
by
myself.
myself. I can
Yeah,
go places by myself. I'm
yeah.
good with
And I've
it.
been doing that. I've been doing that for years. I've been doing that for years. But I don't because of that have time to have beef with somebody that I don't really know that much.
It's
And
so
we're on
exhausting.
YouTube.
It's
Yeah.
so exhausting and tiring and wondering who's saying this and whose side is this one on and who's doing this and it's just so exhausting.
Yes, Lisa, I've been waiting for her to show up on my door. I know she's gonna show up. Hi, Stacy May. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Stacy May. Welcome in. Welcome. I mean, I know one day they're gonna drive up here and surprise me, but I'm one
I
day I'm
hope
gonna
they
go surprise
do.
them.
I hope they do and y'all film it.
Yeah, but you know what? I've met Picky Nicky and Mr. Picky in person when I went to visit Max and Debbie when they came down to Florida for I think they came down to Florida for about a month, and I was able to spend the weekend there. Pikiniki came back. That was my first time I met them. I'm telling you, when we met, I still have the video. I recorded them when we first of all met. It just felt like we've known each other forever.
Forever.
Yes. And it was our first time meeting,
That's
you know,
amazing.
and that's how we just gel so well, you know. And you always hear Pikiniki was like, "Don't you're not ever gonna say you're not gonna be my friend. You're not gonna get rid of me that easy." I said, "Me too." Some people must always be right, even when they are wrong. Yeah, some people. You know what that pains me is when people always want to twist stuff. That is the one that pains me. You already caused the drama. Now you want to try and shift it. You know,
Yes, that it
and
really wasn't
yeah,
you, or this is the reason you did it. You were
yeah.
made to do it. You had to do it,
Mm.
or either it really wasn't you. He's been pinned on you. You know the victim mentality.
Yes.
You're always the
You know,
victim.
I get tired of that. It was like, okay, yeah, I know it's mine, and then you want to shift it. Like, this is it. That's what I tell you. I try to be the bigger person. Tell me what I did you wrong. I will apologize first, and then I will start to break down why I said what I said, or why I did what I did. You got to be the bigger person to give the other person the chance for them to say, to defend yourself. You are mad. Give the other person a chance to know why you're mad, you know, and let them say, if they say something and you don't agree with it, then you know what? Keep it moving. But I'm being honest. This is who I am. Other people might want to defend what they say, whatever. But I will say, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to offend you. You know, if I said something that offend you, I'm so sorry. If I could remember what I said, I would say, okay, this is the reason why I said it. But I didn't know. I've done that. Even to somebody on YouTube, when they sent me a private message years ago, sent me a private message saying that they didn't like the joke I made. And I was like, oh, I was only just joking. Because I joke. And we British people, we have a really great sense of humor that we joke a lot, you know. And I thought, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know my joke was going to offend you. I apologize. But I had to apologize first because guess what? They were mad. So in order for me to calm this situation down first, my the first thing I needed to do was to say I am sorry. I really didn't mean to offend you. If I did, I apologize. I'm so sorry. But this is what I said. I didn't even know it would offend you, but this is what I said. And you know what? I will never do it again. And that's one thing I know, people get offended when I joke, you know, and
See, I have
all
such
this.
a I don't get offended easily. It takes a lot to offend me. So that when somebody says they're offended, I don't really get that a lot of times because I take things with a grain of salt most of the time.
Mm,
But what I was going to say about victim, you cannot be a victim in things that you create. Circumstances that you create yourself that turn
yes.
out bad, you can't be the victim.
Yeah.
You're only the victim when something happens to you that was
After you created it.
uncontrollable
Yeah.
that you couldn't control.
Mm, because you created it. Definitely move on the other things. Do not dwell on anger. Yeah, do not dwell on anger because it just eats you. I like what it said, if I go into a chat and they are fussing at each other, then I leave immediately. I think it's up to the host to stop the negativity right away.
Absolutely.
And that is why I don't read my chats. I don't read my chat for several reasons. If I read my chat and there's some mess going on in my chat, you know what? It will offend me. If you are regular to my chat, you guys probably have seen a few things that's happened in my chat. I recently had to shut down my chat. You know, I had to shut down my live auction. Let me tell you, that 2 hours that I had left to sell that I didn't sell, I lost money.
Lost
But I
money.
said to
Yeah.
yes, I said to myself, Ella, I can't continue because I'm that, emotional already. I'm already pissed off. There is no way you guys want to see me angry and trying to sell you something. You wouldn't even buy from me. I used to tell you know what, when I'm angry at my ex for doing something, he would go cook and then he will come and serve me. I said, don't you dare cook for me. You think I'm going to eat the food that you cook after you piss me
Right.
off? Don't.
Right.
I'm not eating that food. It will try to do something. I said, don't do nothing nice. Don't do it. Because I'm just being honest. Don't cook food for me. You already pissed off. Don't use your anger to go cook for me. Or I'm
Right.
angry at you. Don't try to cook something for me. No. And you haven't even apologized for the shit you did. No, I'm not doing it. So I've had to close down my chat or say, hey, we're not doing this here. You know, we're not doing this. And I can understand that's why people have mods, to control what happens in the chat. Now, it distracts me when after somebody says, okay, deal with it personally, take it off YouTube, email the person, and you're still going on and on and on in the chat. Oh my goodness. You
And it
know,
distracts everybody else too,
everybody
really.
else. And you
Because
take
they're
away
trying to
from the
catch
auction.
if your mod's deleting it, okay, say we're watching YouTube. If
Mm,
your mod is deleting it, we're trying to catch it before it's deleted and trying to see, what's going on and what's happening. Because nobody's wanting you to be attacked. You know what I'm saying? So they're
mm.
trying to read it. Your mod's trying to delete it, trying to protect all,
Yeah.
everything.
And so
It
for me,
just
once I see it, I stop everything there and then it stops. It's like I would say, ho, what's going on here? All right, let me see. I've seen where there's argument in the chat where somebody said, oh, I bid first. Oh no, I came in first. I would just stop the whole thing and say, okay, you know what? I'm in StreamYard. So let me go up and see who came in first. I've done
right,
that a few times. I stroll back up. Thank God, StreamYard, you can stroll to the beginning of the chat. I
right,
will go up and then I will come down and I will tell you, okay, this person came in here, this person came in, this was the next. Okay, it was you're right, and the other person was wrong. This is where it should have been. I've done that. But then when there's a beef in the chat, now it becomes really hard for me because I can't concentrate on what I'm doing. I become pissed off, and I've had like now I try to, it's good when you have a host, okay, and you guys are going at it. Sometimes it could be fun, but sometimes when you overdo it, the chat will be thinking something's going on here. I try to stay away from that.
right,
I have tried to stay away from that because it's at the end of the day, you should ask a host, you should know that okay, it's not becoming friendly anymore. People get tired with the back and forth between hosts, so nobody wants to hear that. People want to start here how we going. But when there's a back and forth all the time, it just takes away from the whole auction. You become miserable, you
Right.
know. So yeah. Hi, Dawn. Happy Easter. Mwah. Good to see you. Welcome in. I don't care how you pay your bills, who lives with you, or if you live in a house, or if you're in a shed. It's really relevant. I don't like drama. Nobody likes drama. Don't allow it in my chat. Nobody likes drama. Gee, Ella, it wasn't your fault. You know what? It is what it is. Sometimes, you want to create peace. You take whatever you want to take. Sometimes you got to be the bigger person. you know. Hi, Susanna L. Mwah, mwah. Happy Easter.
But I
Easter.
will say this, Ella. You talking about you'll be the first one to apologize. Let's just take the same person, for instance. If that's how they react every time you do something and they expect an apology from you every single time that you and this person converse, I would have to get away from that person because I'd be like, I am not here to just apologize to you and make your life easier. I will do it one time if it's my
And that's it.
fault. But
Yeah.
don't keep coming back expecting me to take the blame for everything that goes wrong. I'm not going to
Mm.
do it.
I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't do it. I will. That's the thing I will say is that once I apologize, I will tell you I will try my best and not to joke or whatever, because I know my British sense of humor is different from the American sense of humor. And I could say something, I could be laughing, and that's why sometimes I tell people, like, um, I so get it when people get me. I love it. I can be free to be myself.
Right,
I mean, the
exactly.
stuff I say to Picking Nikki, the stuff I say to come on Fridays. I guess people will be like, wow, this how she talks. The stuff I say to Victoria is enough for Victoria to say, Ella, I'm not doing auctions with you anymore. you know, the way I say things to Victoria is enough for anybody or Victoria to say, I'm done with you, Ella. I've had it. No. But Victoria gets me. She
I
knows
was
that
gonna say she gets you.
yeah, she'll be like, that's Ella's sense of humor. So she gets me. She knows that that's how I am. Same thing with other people. Pikaniki as well. They know that's Ella, so they deal with me the way they can deal with me, and that's it. But if you're gonna get offended every time I make a joke or I say something, then it's like, I'm
This is not
sorry,
the chat.
this is not the chat for you. I'm done apologizing. Just done. I'm too old to be doing all that. I stopped doing that when I was in my 30s. When that guy spoke to me, he said, Ella, stop apologizing. And I stopped there and then. But then still like to tell people who I am, just in case. All right, let's see who else is say something. All right, all right, all right. It's nice to have a friend to talk to, trust, and not worry about them getting mad and throwing things up in your face. That's true, 100%. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no ghosting, no ghosting. Hi, Sonia. Mwah. Happy Easter. Good to see you. Step first, Renee. Good to see you, Step First. Welcome, welcome. No auction today. We're just chit chatting. Hey, Picky Nikki coming in. She said, "Where's the beef?"
Nikki!
She said, "Where is the beef, y'all?" Okay, I love the meat. Here is the beef.
We got the beef, Nikki.
Yeah, we got the beef. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the super sticker. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is for you, my friend.
Thank you for the super chat. 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 Super, super, super chat. Super, super, super chat.
Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mwah. Myself and Picky Nicky are going to be on tomorrow at 6. We're going to be selling jewelry. And then we're on to this week is myself and Picky Nicky. It's first Thursday. Sales on the Sunshine State on Tuesday. And then on Thursday. And Friday
Yay!
with Victoria on Friday. So yeah, come join us. Money! Mwah, mwah. She said, Ella, you
What,
talking
Rose?
about me again. Nick, no, we're not talking about you. We're not talking about you. Your down payment on your low layaway you don't get back. I know. Oh man, I'm far. I'm like, what? Hey Shira, mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Shira. Happy Easter. She said, hate when I pay my invoice on time and have been told items have been shipped out only to find out it's still not I
That's
know
a
that.
tough one. That's a tough one.
That one is a tough one. I can see why you can be pissed off. You know, I don't have time to do that. Like I said, I don't want nobody's item in my house. I don't need I let me tell you, when I say I need the space, I need the space. I have boxes here. I have stuff over here. I just finished printing out. They pay. That's why I once you pay, I send out the invoice Friday or Saturday. Once you get it, once I start receiving payment, Sunday is when I print out. I print out Sunday, you get your notification saying that here is your tracking information. Your stuff is out. Unless there's a holiday, your stuff is out the door. Okay. Come Monday, your stuff is out the door. And then you can start tracking it from there.
I have this
Tuesday.
thing on my phone that automatically gives me a notification if I have a invoice.
Yeah.
So immediately when it comes up, I go straight to the place and I pay it because I know how my mind works.
Yeah.
So and I have this with me all the time. I can wake up in the middle of the night and see that somebody has sent me an invoice, and I will go to that at 1 o'clock in the morning and I
pay
will
it.
pay that invoice.
You're paying me anyway. I know that. Yeah, because I'm like, I just sent this invoice. This lady already paid. What's she doing awake? And I'm like 3 o'clock in the morning, still sending out invoices.
If I wake up out of a sound sleep and I see it, I'm like, let me pay this now because I won't remember it.
People don't think about what you are doing. It's truly is a hustle. Myself and Pikiniki, I'm telling you, like, me and Pikiniki were texting each other. She was like, Ella, I just finished doing my last box. I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I said, girl, good for you. I'm still packing stuff. It's a lot to do. And the job is not easy. What we do, it's so fun to come here and sell the stuff. But then after the auction is over, that's when the work starts. It's not easy. It's not easy. So people think, oh, yeah, I can sell. Yeah, go sell. You see how it is.
Selling is one thing.
Yeah.
After the sale, and you have to do the invoices, the packing, the sending them out, taking them where they need to be mailed, the packing. That is horrible.
Oh, you are right, Shira. And the same people that are sellers are complaining about others not paying in a timely manner. I always pay on time. You sure do. I mean, come on now. If you're going to buy something, this is my beef with people that don't pay. This is my beef. Okay. Now, for example, Shira is bidding on this beef of this pot. This pot here is is a Master Chef pot. Okay, for example, she's bidding on this pot. I start the bidding at $10. She comes in and bid $10. Somebody else comes in, they bid $15. Actually, it's a $2 increment. Then Shira was like, okay, I'm out. And then the person that bid 15, now if Shira, actually needs it, she would have paid, as soon as I invoiced her, she would have paid it just like that. Now, the person that outbid her and didn't even come in for $12, but had the nerve to come in for $15. Guess what? You're waiting 1 week for payment. Once you invoice them, you're waiting 1 week, no payment. They're not responding, nothing. You'll be wondering what's going on. That is the beef I have with people like that. The beef I have with people that don't pay their invoice on time, that give you over a week, 2 weeks. And guess what? Don't even tell you what they're going through so you can sympathize with them and say, okay, I will hold it for you.
Because life happens.
Rub me the wrong way.
Life happens. Everybody has something happen that sometimes they cannot pay something. And it's okay, but let somebody know.
Yeah, same thing. I get irritated with sellers who complain about people not paying, but as a buyer, they are slow to pay and remind on. That's the thing that, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I hate when
Everybody wants to be an exception to the rule.
yeah.
Everybody wants to be the exception.
Oh my goodness. I remember about maybe about 2 years ago or so, I've had this buyer always buy for me and take forever to pay. Ever to pay. So then one day they became a seller. They sell on their channel. Okay. And one day I'm there and they're reminding the people that bought for them to pay their invoice. I was like, my mind went to that scripture where the king put the guy and his family in jail because he owed money and he hasn't paid. He was begging the king for mercy. And the king said, let them out. And he said, I'll give you to this time to pay it. As soon as the king released him, guess what? He went straight to the other servant that owed him money and said, if you don't pay me, I'm going to throw you in prison. You know what? I'm throwing you in jail right now for not paying me.
But he was shown mercy.
Guess what? He was shown mercy. When the word got back to the king, guess what the king do? Threw that guy in jail. How could you knowingly owing other people, not one, not two, not three, not four, you owe so many people, you had the nerve to sell, and then you're telling somebody that because they owe you, they got to pay you? You know what? Clean your ass before you try to ask other people to clean their ass. That's what I got to say
Like
about
calling
this.
the kettle black.
Yeah. And if you don't like what I got to say, you know what? Leave. I don't care. I paid while I was, Shira said, I paid while I was in hospital. I could understand. Sometimes if you're in hospital, something happens to you. And that's why I always, when I don't hear back, I always leave it. I send reminders. I'm like, you know what? When I was in hospital, my phone was always there. When I come out of
That's what I was about to say. My phone
when
is
I
there.
came out of my anesthetic or whatever they do, when I've had the operation, I've had a breast reduction, I had a hysterectomy, I had a foot surgery, I had an appendix taken out. Let me tell you, when I came out of those things, I was looking for my phone so I can see what's happening in the world out there. Okay, that's what I was looking for. If my two hands are working and my fingers are working and I can type to let people know that the surgery went well, I can actually type to say, hi, guy, I'm sorry, I'm in the hospital right now. When I come out, I will pay. Could you hold that for me?
I'm
You can
telling
do
you,
it.
you better come looking for me if I don't pay my invoice on time. You say to yourself, something's wrong.
Yeah. Mwah. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate you. I would much rather buy from a reseller than a store. Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. I don't even have time. Hi, Josie. Happy Easter. Good to see you. I don't have time to go out. That's why I do my, my ordering, everything I do from the comfort of my home. Me is from the comfort of my home. Maybe if I had a car, yes, but I just like to do stuff in the comfort of my home. So I'm not gonna argue with nobody. Let me tell you, when I buy stuff, and nobody can say, "Oh, Ella bought stuff for me and she hasn't paid me." No, or I even remind people. I'm like, "Hold up, didn't I buy something from somebody? I haven't received the invoice yet." I go back and I write an email said, "I think I bought something from you, but I don't remember receiving."
I've done that. I have done that. I have said, wait a minute, have I gotten an invoice and didn't know it? I mean, have I missed something? Because I
Yeah.
didn't want to miss it,
Mm. So that's what that's what I do. Screw them. They can't accept Ella for Ella. Yeah, if they don't can't accept me for who I am, you can leave. You know what? Because God loves me, and the people that are here loves me. And let me tell you, I always say this: if you are a seller and you believe in God and you believe in prayer, prayer does work.
Oh, yes.
You know, let me tell you, whatever you're praying for, it might not show up on time, but it will show up at the right time when God wants it to show up.
It's
I
God's
pray,
timing.
yeah, like you said, there's some channels where you got like 50, 60 people in their life, and there's some channels that got 5 people or so in their life. This is my prayer. And you guys heard me say sometimes when I'm on the channel, I say, you know what? My prayer is that the Lord provides for you. I don't want to be selfish and say, oh, Lord, bless this person so that he can come to my chat and my chat alone and buy from me. No,
No.
I ask God to provide, whether you spend your money with me, my guest, my host, or you spend in another chat. My prayer is that the Lord bless you 100 for whatever money. And even though you're not even spending any money, wherever you spend your money, whether it's at Walmart, my prayer for you, because you are supporting us, my prayer is the Lord continue to bless you. Whether you bought from me, you didn't buy from me, that is my prayer, that the Lord bless you. And then I asked God, I said, God, bring people to my life from the east, from the north, the south, the west, wherever they are, from the four corners of the earth. Bring people to my life. Because guess what? People come, people go. And they could come and go for a reason. Am I going to be pissed off because they leave? No.
No.
I'm not gonna be pissed off. People come for a season. There are people gonna come. They probably don't want to buy the stuff you've been showing, and they've had what I've been showing for so long. So they feel like, oh, I've seen that before. Yeah, I think I bought that before. I no longer need it. And they're not gonna come back to your life. Some people don't even come in to say hello anymore. Am I gonna be pissed off at them because they don't come in and say hello? No. Their time and their season is over. They go to another chat where they can buy stuff, and so that's how I take it. But guess what? For every single person that stopped coming to my live, just not even don't come in to say hello anymore, guess what? The Lord has blessed me with new people, has blessed me with more people that come, and more people that still spend more money. So guess what? I haven't lost nobody. I haven't lost nobody at all, because God has replaced that one person with 5 more.
More.
God
Yep.
has replaced that one person with 10 more. So if that person was spending $100 a week with me and God replaced 10 people with that one person, those 10 people buying stuff from me for $10, that's still $100. Have I lost anything? I haven't
No.
lost anything. So
See, I'm not going to keep up with how many times you come to my channel and you expected me to come to your channel that many times. I'm not going to keep up with all that. I'm going to still come to your channel if I enjoy your content, whether you come to my channel or not, because I'm enjoying you. And if you would quit looking at numbers and just look at what you're supposed to be doing and enjoying your life, the
yeah.
numbers would grow.
Yeah, the numbers will grow. Let me tell you, it is taking me, I think this September will make it 2 years I've been monetized. Okay. It is taking me from the day I got monetized, when I got my 1K, it's taking me over a year. And only like when we got into March, I think late February, that I was able to add 500 subscribers, new subscribers to my chat. I don't go begging. Even 1K, I never begged for it. Never went to anybody's chat and say, oh, guys, please follow me. No, you be you, people are going to come. If they like you, like what you are and what you're selling and whatever, they're going to come, and all you got to do is just pray. God will send the right people that are meant for your channel to come to your channel. Don't be angry if people are going to some else channel and they don't come to your channel. Don't be angry. Maybe the people they're not meant to come to your channel. The people that are meant to come to your channel will come to your channel, and they will help your channel grow. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that came to my channel and helped my channel grow and that no longer come to my channel. I'm so grateful to them, but I don't have no beef with them.
Right.
I'm just grateful that they came at the time God brought them, because I prayed. I don't know them individually. I don't know nobody individually. I prayed and God brought the people to my channel and said, Ella, these people are going to be here for a season. And they came. And when that season was up, guess what? They left. I'm not going to be angry because they left. No.
Why would you want to make somebody stay at your channel when deep down they didn't want to or they didn't want to be there? It would just bring a big cloud of darkness over your channel.
Yeah. I hate paying for items to not get what I paid for. I shouldn't have to screenshot what I got to compare what I received. Is annoying.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, if you're showing something at the auction, okay, don't be like people that steal stuff when they buy stuff from Amazon. I got an electric, I think it's electric shaver. I'm so glad I opened it and I looked at the names because I was gonna bring it to auction to sell. Now I would have shown you the package and how it looked like. I would have brought the item out, showed you, just like I did one live. And I looked at it and I was like, wow, that's not the same item. Guess what? I chucked it straight away, you know, because I don't want to sell something to you and then I find out that what's inside is not what's on the box. And then I'm
Exactly.
telling you what's outside the box, the name brand on the box could be $20. Now, the person that bought it and replaced it put a $10 item in it. Now you already receive a $10 item instead of a $20
Exactly.
item as advertised.
Exactly.
So that is a no. That will piss anybody off to say, I want to go back, you know. But if you get that item, let the person know, hey, I don't think I bid this item. I think you sent me the wrong item. I've had people say to me, I didn't bid on this. I just say to them, okay, let me take a look. I go back and do a rewind. And then I screenshot the item. I screenshot where they put in the bid and where they won the bid, where it was called for them. That's why I will always say, if you're modding for me, you got to put people's name in the chat that bought the bid. Because let me tell you, that saved my bacon that day. Because this woman swore from top to bottom she never bought, nor was she in my chat. I screenshot that shit and I sent it to her. And then she came back and said, oh, okay, all right, okay, yeah, and went and paid the invoice. You know, she went and paid the invoice. So make sure, and as a buyer, I always say, we as sellers, we always make mistake. We're not perfect. We could invoice you twice. And now with the freaking system, the way it is, PayPal is so confusing to me. Like I was invoicing Melinda the other day. I was putting an invoice in and I put it in and then I thought I saved it. When I went back, I put it in again thinking, oh, it didn't save. So once I finished saving and I was going through the invoice with the date, I noticed I put an item in twice. So this is me going with the paper, looking at what she bought and what I put in. And I'm like, oh, I put it in twice. So I had to delete that, you know, and save that. So not so because I don't want to charge her twice. And that's why I always say to people, get a notebook because you go to too many auctions and you don't remember what you bought. Take a book. If you're coming to Ella's auction, write it. April 1st, jewelry auction, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You see something you like, you bought necklace, $2. Earrings, $1. Bracelet, $2. Total it up, leave it. Oh, Lisa, 1 o'clock. All right, I'm going to Lisa's new event. Put Lisa's new adventure. What did you buy? You bought a bracelet, matching bracelet, 925. Write it down there so you know, so that when you get invoice, you're not going to be pissed off and you say, oh, I didn't see this. I didn't know I bought this. You know you bought it because you wrote it down. So I
Right.
always say that. You got to remember what you bought when you go to people's auction. My oldest daughter is working in Montana for 6 months. OMG. The pictures and the videos she sent me of the mountains are so beautiful. Yeah, that place is really, really beautiful. Hi, Robin. Happy Easter. Good to see you, Robin. I hope you had a great Easter. All right. No auctions today. Coffee shop closed. Okay. All right. I have always wanted to visit Montana. Maybe I might go there one day. Remember to give a thumbs up, Robin. Thumbs up. Karma, baby, karma. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's 3 years ago she worked in Alaska for 3 months. Okay, nice. Can I order a beef with Randy and Moon? Hi, Randy and Moon. Welcome in. Can I order a beef with? Well, I got a beef. It's almost melting. I can put it on the you know on the grill with for you. So you just have to wait. Put it on the grill.
She'd like a little cheese with that.
Yeah, cheese. Dang. I'm out of cheese today, girl. Out of cheese today. If I think my bid was first, I refresh to see if it actually was. If it was, I politely say I think I was first. Yeah, some people make a dance and a song and everything. Hey, darling, welcome in. Happy, happy, happy Easter, my friend. Hugs and kisses. I hope you are well. Mwah, mwah. Good to see Porcelain Princess. Porcelain, shouldn't you be in bed by now? Mwah, mwah, mwah. She's 5 hours ahead of us, guys. She should be in bed sleeping. She'd be like, Ella, I can't sleep, so I'm deciding to watch you on YouTube. I love Ella's banter with Victoria and Nikki. I know. I get a kick out of it. Let me tell you, I do a rewind, I watch it, I look at myself and I'm like, I laugh. I laugh a lot. I was like, yeah. It's just healthy. We try to make it as healthy as we can.
If I can stay in there for hours at a time, carrying my phone from room to room, doing what I'm supposed to be doing all day, and watching that same channel, yeah, it's keeping my attention. Yeah.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I pick on Robin. Not one day has Robin text me, and she got my number to say, Ella, I don't like you picking on me. And let me tell you, the day Robin is gonna text me and say, Ella, I don't like you picking on me, that would be the day I would say, I'm so sorry, my friend. I didn't really mean to pick on you. I apologize. I wouldn't do it again. And that would be it. I wouldn't do it. She would still come. I would still be cordial. I would I would laugh with her and everything, but I would not do it again. And I'm trying to learn not to do it, because sometimes when we joke with people, we don't know how far the joke will go and it will
Yeah,
offend.
because I have a dry sense of humor, and you don't sometimes know when I'm joking and when I'm not.
Yeah.
So I have to be careful.
Oh, thank you, Toilet Girl. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Is the beef stew done yet? I'm hungry. No, Jennifer. Still raw. Still raw. Still raw. I can't even find cheese to put on it. Sonia from Texas. Mwah, mwah. Welcome in.
There's
Welcome
Sonia.
in. And happy Easter. She said, I pay my invoice as soon as I receive it. You know what? That's fine. We're just saying there's sometimes some people, and even when they see it, they gotta check their pocket for it. And that's why I always say I invoice at the end of the week. I invoice at the end of the week. Just to
So they
let you
can make sure that they can get
yeah,
it
you get your
together.
money together. You know what you're buying. I used to invoice every day as I go, invoice and send the invoice out. And then I said, you know what? I'll invoice just Wednesdays, midweek, and the weekend. I used to do that years ago. I used to do that. You buy something from me, whether I do auction on Sunday or not, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm invoicing. Wednesday. You buy something from me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm invoicing. That's the way I used to do it. Those of you that bought from me for years, I used to do it that way. And then I'm like, okay, to save you guys the money for shipping, I will only invoice once a week. So you bought from me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I will invoice you. Whether you bought from me on Friday, I don't care. Your invoice will go out Friday night, Friday early morning, or Saturday morning. Saturday morning, because I'm invoicing still, you know. And now I've done it to where I've said, you know what, Ella, just pack everything as much as you can pack up on Fridays. Go to bed early, because I used to stay up till 5 still doing this after the auction.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's how tired I get. So I said, you know what, Ella, pack as much as you can pack. Pack, don't invoice, just pack. Go to bed no later than 3 o'clock. Go to bed. And then wake up in the morning. Those that you've packed, invoice those. And then what you have left, pack those. so you can have the rest of the evening to your the rest of the day to yourself. And I've been doing that. It's been working well for me since I've been doing it that way. Pay your damn invoice, people. I'm tired of hearing it. I know. I pay my invoice as soon as I hear the ding. Yeah. Some people don't set out their notification. They make all excuses. You can go into your settings for PayPal. You see, these are all my notifications that coming up. I got notifications. You can see it. Those are notifications that I get on my phone. I silent the noise, but it still comes on my front page.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I can still see it. So these are all the notification I get at night. All you have to do is put your silence on at night so that you don't hear me sending you an invoice at 3 o'clock in the morning. So when you get your invoice, when you wake up, it will be here on your front page of your phone. And now you can say, oh, I got Ella's invoice. Let me go pay before she piss me off.
Well, I always like to take care of business because I would want somebody to do me the same way,
Yeah.
to show me the same respect that I'm showing other people by paying them on time. I want to be treated like somebody would treat me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I would treat them like that. I want to be treated.
And yes, darling, that is correct. Now, the nerve of you having beef with me because I send you a reminder. Why would you want to
That
have
is
beef with me?
business. That
It's
is
this, yeah,
business.
yeah. Why would you want to have beef with me because I sent you a reminder to pay your freaking
Because
bill?
you were the one that bid on it. You were the one
Yeah,
that wanted the item.
yeah. You wanted the item, your one bid on it. Yeah. And you didn't pay. Now you're pissed off with me. You're having beef with me. Forget it. I don't have time anymore. It's like I've been for the this is last year was my first time I blocked a seller. Sorry, a buyer from not paying. For years they've been buying from me, and I got sick and tired of the reminder, them taking almost a month or so to pay. Now, if I have an arrangement with you, you're fine. Me and you have that arrangement, you're good because I know you say, Ella, invoice me. I will invoice you straight away. Me and you got that arrangement, then that's fine. But if me and you don't have that arrangement,
Don't just assume.
don't just assume that I know because a seller A keeps all the stuff you buy from them for 1 month, 2 months, or they fill it up till the box is full, you know. So they open a 12 by 12 box or a Walmart 17 by or 15 by whatever box for you so that whatever you buy, they fill it up there. And it's only when it fills up, that's only when they invoice you. No, I cannot do that. But don't take that on me because I'm not like seller A. I'm my own person, my own business. I'm not gonna compare myself to another seller, nor their seller gonna compare themselves to me. They chose to do that. And they chose to do that for several reasons. They're not living off the money you are paying them. I am living proof. I'm living off the money you are paying me. And that's why I need the money. And I didn't really hold you and say, you got to bid. You know, I didn't hold you and say, you got to bid. I didn't hold you.
You didn't twist
You
your arm.
decided to come in and bid. I never held you like this and say, okay, bid. No, you decide to come in and bid. So you bid, you pay. That's it. You don't want to pay, then don't come in. Don't come in. I always say if you don't need it, don't bid. If it's a want, if you need it, bid. If it's a want, don't bid.
Right.
That's all I used to say. If it's a need, you need it, bid because you're gonna pay for it. If it's a want, don't bother, let it go. You know how many times I look at them, I'm like, do I really need that item? Don't worry, it will come back again some other time. Don't have money in your pocket or their bank account, don't bid. Yeah, don't bid. Sometimes my invoice don't show up anywhere. I had to look for it. That's another thing. You bought something. This
Exactly.
person tells you this is when they bid, they invoice. I invoice Friday, Saturday. Go look for your invoice. Go and log into your PayPal to look for that invoice. Pick a Nikki invoice on Saturday. If your phone did not ding a ling a ding, go to your PayPal and look for that invoice where we say outstanding invoice.
Or we'll
Go
just
there.
check your PayPal every other day or every day just to make sure.
Jennifer said, I pray everyone pays Ella's invoice. Pearl, sometimes PayPal loses them. I have had some disappeared recently. That's because of their stupid new system. You know, I have like, you are going, and I know very well that I created an invoice. But then when I go in, it's ready for me to send this invoice. I don't see the invoice. And this is how I do it, because you know how I know why? Because I go to PayPal first to create, sorry, I go to Pirate Ship first to create the draft for the shipping. I copy the email, then go to PayPal and I put it in PayPal, and I write out everything out there, and then I save it. Now, it's in Pirate Ship. Why is it not in PayPal? So something has gone wrong there. And that's what I was saying to the guy today on PayPal. I said, you guys need to sort your stuff out, you know. So see ya. Don't let the door hit you, or where the good Lord split you. Yeah. I don't beg people to stay in my life. I don't
Oh
beg
no,
people. I will
no.
never beg you to buy from me. I will never beg you to stay in my life. My
I
life
feel
and
like
not
you
for
have the
everybody.
freedom to think the way you want to think. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just think the way you want to think.
Yeah. Hi, Laura. Mwah, mwah. Happy Easter. Welcome. I'm just happy to see people in whatever channel, my or anyone. Yeah, I see people. Nice to, sometimes I'm so busy. When you see me say blanket hello, I'm all mostly on my phone. I'm not like Jennifer, that Jennifer can so good and say hi to everybody. I can't do that. By the time I'm trying to say hi, I get frustrated. I can't do it. I have to be on my laptop. When you see the pinky wave with everybody's name, Ella is on her laptop. But I still want to support the channel. So I still want to let them know that I'm here supporting you, and I will still go on and say blanket hello, because I just want people to know I'm supporting them, and I'm
Right.
busy. Sometimes I have 3 channels. I got this laptop on. So this laptop, I could have 2 channels going. I could have 2 channels going, and I could have it on my phone, depending on who comes on at a certain time. That's how I'm very good at multitasking. But if I'm not on my laptop, I can't say hi to everybody if I'm on my phone. I would just say blanket hello and keep it moving. And don't be angry if I didn't say hello to you personally. Some people are angry because I didn't say hello to them personally.
I don't understand that. I mean, I can come into your chat, Ella, and I did for a long time without even. I'm one of those people. I'll come in a room quietly and I'll leave without saying, "Oh, bye, everybody. I gotta go do." I'll just ease out. That's just the type of person I am.
Yeah.
And if you never had spoken to me, I wouldn't have thought anything about it, because I would have thought, well, I like her auction. I'm gonna go watch. I didn't take it personally. I didn't.
Yeah. I've had somebody that came into my life. I wasn't there at the time. I was doing something else, and Pikiniki was showing. So when I came back, I saw the person's name and I said, "Oh, hi." And they were already mad. They already went to do a post about it on their
Oh my
channel,
God.
saying they came into my life and they were there for how many minutes, and nobody said hello. Not even the
Well, why
host
would
said
you be
hello.
timing that anyway to wait and see when the host was going to speak to you? That's retarded.
So you know
Excuse my
what? I went back and I said, Pikiniki, did you say hello to this person that coming? She said, yeah, I said hello. So I went back to watch it. Fair enough. She did say hello. And when I came in and I saw it, I did say hello to this person. But this person already went to their community page and made a post about it, that even people that don't know me were saying, thanks for letting us know. We're not going to go to that channel. And then I had a few people that saw that she made a post, went over and said, I was in that live. They did say hello to you. Do you know she deleted everybody that defended myself and Pikiniki? Do you
Yes,
know this lady
I
deleted their
remember
post?
that.
She wanted the negative post to stay up there. because she had beef with her freaking self. She
And look,
wanted the post to stay up there and deleted everybody else that was like, no, they did say hello to you. She deleted their post. And
but
I
the
went
ones
there and
that
I saw it.
commented, the ones that commented that didn't realize it was you she was talking about would
Mhm.
have never put what they put in there
Yeah.
and supported her because they know you. They know you speak to
Yeah.
everybody.
I spent an hour. People say get on with the auction. I know people in the chat that writes get on with the auction. I'm not gonna get on with the auction because you say get on with the auction. I got people coming in. I want to say hello to them. If I say hello to you, I want to make sure I say hello to everybody that comes in. I give you an hour, except for Mondays and Thursdays, where I do it for at least 30 minutes. I
Right,
will give you everybody that full hour come Tuesday and come Friday. You're gonna get it. That's why I start the time where I start the time.
right,
11 o'clock. Some people will do auctions for 3 hours or maybe 4 hours. I start mine early to give everybody that time because I know how it is when you go to a channel. Not No, I'm not saying that they don't say hi. They skip over you and say hi to those that they know, and they skip over you. And I
I
said to
don't
myself,
like that.
I'm
I
never
don't
gonna
like
be
that.
yes. I said I'm never gonna be like that. These people are coming into my channel to support my channel, to help my channel grow. Why would I ignore them? So those people, I said to them, I said, maybe they just skip me by mistake. I'll go back in again. They do another live, I go back in again. The same thing. They will talk or talk, and then they skip you. Like me, I'm talking, but I'm still strolling down trying to see who came in so I can say hi. Hi, Lola. Mwah, mwah, mwah. She said, funny bones. Bones say hello for 25. I wish everyone would build the same. I know when I forget. When I know when I don't get Ella's invoice. Yeah, she knows. And I always, and sometimes I know certain people's I email them because I know their situation. One, Catherine P, she's at sea. She still come at sea, buy stuff from us, and we'll still email her, say, Catherine P, I know you're at sea. So you want me to invoice you or hold it up? I want to hold it up because I know you're not gonna be on dry land till another month or a couple of weeks. Sometimes she would say, go ahead and invoice me. Somebody will pick it up. Or she would say, yeah, hold it, I'll be on dry land soon. And I don't mind doing that. You know, I don't mind doing that. I've had people email me and say, oh, Ella, I will pay on this day. Fine. I said, ignore the reminder when it comes because I know those automatic reminders sent out by PayPal. The day you said you're going to pay it that day. That's it. And no beef. That's it. No beef. Robin, it's almost impossible for anyone to do it as well as Ella. I no, it's you can do it. You can do it.
You can do it.
You know what? I'm just dedicated. It's a business. I've been in business. I seen my father go into business when I was younger. Actually, I started business the same age my dad started business. I was 40 when I started business. My dad was 40 that I know of, when he started his business, you know. So I see the way businesses run. You want to run a successful business, you got to run it, successfully for it to be successful, you know if you run it like a playground, you're gonna have people gonna come into that playground, and that's what they're gonna do with your business. It's play. You can also have fun, but treat it as a business, and people are gonna respect you and treat your business as a business. That's all I gotta say. That
That's right.
I just talk with my son and grandson. Oh, nice.
Wonderful.
All right, the Brit and the blonde. Yep. It's almost awake at 3 a.m. Why not pay it? Yeah, if you're awake at 3, can I air a beef? I do think it's unfair when us little guys are bidding and a reseller comes in and snipe with a bid out of our league. Okay. That is your beef. I understand that. But when a reseller comes and they outbid you, fair enough. There's nothing we can do about it.
Well, it's open to everyone.
It's open to everybody. We can't just say, oh, if I decide to have a reseller, like, um this is what I was going to do with the pallets in December. I knew I was going to order 3 pallets. The pallets were going to be delivered early in the morning before 10 o'clock. That was the plan. And I was going to sell right outside my house where I unboxed the pallet. I was going to put a table up front, unbox each pallet, and I was going to start selling it right from there. So if you're a reseller or you are just a buyer, you can buy it. It's open. And I thought I could do it that way, or I can just have a private um a private auction for just people that sell,
Yeah,
or
resellers. Yeah.
yeah, for just resellers, because I know resellers come to my auction because of the way I price stuff and buy from me to resell. You
Right.
guys have seen it. A lot
Yes.
of people, because of the way I lower my price, now they want to buy it at the low price so that they can resell it. I'm just sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. I gotta make money at the end of the day. You know, me bringing it at a lower price is because I'm praying you guys will be able to bid it so I can make money so I can buy it.
Right.
I've been selling jewelry for over a year, selling it at $3. No, I did some jewelry that I've sold. I've seen other people sell it for a lot more money. You
Right.
guys won't buy it from me if I sell it from a higher price. You guys won't buy it. But guess what? If somebody else was selling it at a higher price, you guys will go there and buy it for a higher price. That is what I don't understand. I
It
am bringing it
happens.
to you. Yeah. But then if I decide to show a bracelet or a jewelry, I got a necklace that I need to show Pikiniki because I think I've seen something similar that costs a lot more. And I've seen people buy it from her for that amount. You know how much Pikiniki, even though Pikiniki is still bringing you guys a deal, she starts her stuff $12 for earrings, sometimes $8 if she wants to
Right.
give you guys a deal. Sometimes the pendant costs more, $24, $26, or $18 because she wants to give you guys a deal. Now, if I want to sell it, I buy jewelry off Pikiniki sometimes. When my jewelry don't come on time, I tell Pikiniki, make me a box. Now, I said I don't want to lowball her price because if she's selling it at the price she's selling it, I don't want to go sell it below her price because that's not going to be fair to her. Because
Sure.
somebody's going
Right.
to say, isn't Pikiniki selling that same earrings for $12? Why is Ella selling it at 18? You know what? You're not going to buy it from me. So I don't want to lowball her. So I say, how much do you sell this? She said, oh, I sell it at 8. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll start it at 8 if that's what you're selling it. You
Right.
know. But do you know if I say I'm selling at 8, nobody will buy it? Because guess what? Ella is always selling her stuff jewelry cheap. Nobody will buy it. But guess what? You will go the next day. Pikiniki is selling that in earrings at 12 or 8, and you go there and you will buy it at 8. So that is what I don't understand when it comes to reselling. I don't understand that. And then I said, it's the position that I put myself. That's why people wouldn't bid high on my stuff because they know Ella will always sell it for cheap. But if you know I sell you stuff for cheap once in a while, don't just buy it cheap. You know,
Right.
don't just buy it cheap. Remember, Ella is bringing the deals and she got freaking bills to pay. Think about it sometimes and just let it, like, okay, you know what, this time instead of me paying $3, I will pay $4. You know, I've even been told, Ella, you're selling really good jewelry for $3. Stop selling jewelry for $3. You got to pick another number. But I was just like, oh, let me put it there because people will bid. But everybody keep coming in at 3 because you know what? If nobody bids, they will get it at 3.
Right.
So I cannot stop that person and say because they're a reseller, don't come in and outbid the buyers. You know, if it happens, I'm so sorry. I need the money. That's all I can say. I need the money. I got bills to pay. That's all I can say. And if I happen to have the item again and you see it, bid on it quickly. Hopefully just take a look and make sure that seller is not in the chat, so you can get it. Hi, Wonder Woman. Good to see you. Happy Easter. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, Randy. I understand, but that is the game. We cannot separate. The only way we can do that is to say we're gonna have a closed auction, and the auction is gonna be on invite only, and it will only be for buyers, not resellers. And then we can say we're gonna have an auction, and it's just gonna be for resellers, not buyers. And that's the only way we can do it. Have a great night, everyone. Mwah! Thank you so much, Timeless Storage Brand. Good to see you, Storage. Happy Easter. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. We're gonna be shutting down very soon. I'm so glad we got 40 people still in the chat.
Oh, I know. It's exciting.
Yeah. Ella has a huge blanket. I'm telling you, it's the biggest blanket of all I have. It's hard to say hi to every single person personally in a chat. That is so true. It's really hard. For me, when I'm on my laptop, I just scroll up and I start from there.
Yep.
Because it's so quick, because once I do the at sound and I put the person's first letter in, it brings up everybody that is letter A. And I just highlight it and I put it in. And it's so easy. But on my phone, it's not like that. So it's hard to do it on my phone. So I just like blanket hello. That's just it. I just leave too. I don't need to announce my exit. I know. I will leave. I want to announce my exit. I'm like, okay. I just leave.
I just leave the room.
Yeah, I just leave. I'm like, that chat is not for me. And that's why when people come to my life, I always, always, always want to give them their due respect. They took the time to come into my life. I want to give them their due respect as well. Hey, Big Apple Stacker! Good to see you, Big Apple. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for the super sticker. We need to get you to 2K sub. Thank you. I'm fine where I am. I'm just fine. I just need the people to come in and buy. I need to be. It's not about, for me, it's not about sub. I just need the people to come in and just buy. I appreciate you, Big Apple. Guys, if you don't know who Big Apple Stacker is, he is in the coin community. You will find him. He does mail calls, and he's got friends of his that use his channel. They take over. You go there, it's like a takeover. Got other people, sellers come in, take over his channel, and they sell coins, notes. So if you're looking for things like that, go check him out. Thank you so much, Big Apple. This is for you, my friend.
Thank you for the super chat. 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 Super, super, super chat. Super, super, super chat.
Mwah. Thank you so much, Big Apple. I appreciate you. Guys, if you're not following Big Apple, make sure you follow him. He's in the coin community. Make sure you sub. He's the one guy that helped me get to 1K. So, guys, go ahead and support him. I generally say hi to as many people as I can, but I rather just say, I rarely ever say bye. That's me too. Sometimes I don't even say bye. I'm like, okay, I've come in, I've said hi. But the thing is that what's the point of me saying bye? I leave you playing while I'm doing housework, OMG, I remember that one. Horrible. When everyone is chatting, you may not see everyone say hi because it goes by so fast. I'm telling you, the chat just flies when people are coming in. So when you're having when you're having like 20, once you hit like 20 people coming in and they're all having a discussion, saying hi to everybody, and the chat is flying, you're going to miss a lot of people. That's why I go to the top and I take my time to highlight it where I am and say hi to people. So if you miss, it's just a miss. But if you go to people's chat and you notice they never say hi, it's like, I am supporting your chat. You don't even want to say hi to me. And then not only that, it's like you don't even know me. You say hi because you see other people, you talk, and then you leave half of the chat and go to the bottom. What about the people that came in before the people at the bottom? And sometimes I say, you know what, let me go back to let me at the bottom go in and say hi to other people. Maybe they will recognize that I came in the chat. No.
All right, Ella, scan down real fast and look at something.
Oh my God! Hello, Pika.
That is
Hello, I missed
awesome.
your birthday celebration last week, not by choice. Happy birthday. Hey, Defender Hustle, Buffalo Picker. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. Mwah, mwah. This guy and his wife, oh my goodness, they're one of the finest people on YouTube, guys. And he has a show called Defend the Hustle on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not following him, please follow. He is known as the Barbie King. Okay. If you want to know any kind of information about Barbie dolls, he does. He deals in toys,
Oh,
toys.
that's good to know.
Yes. So if you are looking for toys, he deals with any type of toys. I mean, he's a warehouse. Oh my gosh. From top to bottom, it's full with toys. But
Oh
guess
my
what?
gosh.
Not just that, he brings the knowledge. If you want to sell on Amazon, you want to sell on Walmart, anything you want to know about platforms to sell on, those two platforms, they're very educational. And that's why it's always good to learn from other people. Defend the Hustle. If you're not following, please follow him. Fridays, he has different guests. I've been a guest on his show a few times. And sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what I gotta say. He's like, Ella, just say, we'll just ask you a few questions, But I just love going on to his show because the people there are very warm, the host there. So much love. And I love him and his wife. They're really good people. Very, very good people. I mean, one day I said, could you make me a box? Man, the Barbie dolls I got from that box that he sent me. Oh, awesome. So I'm still waiting for my new t-shirt, size medium.
Medium.
This is for you, my friend.
Thank you for the super chat. 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 Super, super, super chat. Super, super, super chat.
Mwah. So much love. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Aisha. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Aisha. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. When
Oh, it's
everyone
been a
is
good
chatting,
one.
you might not see. I understand that when people are chatting, you might not see those that are coming in, and I could understand that. But guess what? You got to take a break sometimes to say hello to the people coming in. You got to take a break. If you just keep chatting, guess what? The people that you don't say hello to, they're not going to come back. And then you're going to wonder why you only have 5 people in your chat one day. So
Yes.
yeah, take time to say hello,
Well,
and
it would be like they would come to your house. If they come to your house and they walk in, you would speak to them.
yeah, you would say hello. They come to your house. You won't just walk past them and it's like, oh yeah, other people are gonna come in and you walk past them. You're not gonna do that. So I can understand there's a lot of people. And if there's a lot of people, like when I have a lot of people, like when I'm doing like a giveaway, a big giveaway, I'm doing like my birthday celebration, I'll just let people know. I can't say hi to everybody, but continuously I will say, welcome guys, welcome in. I'm so sorry I can't say hi to everybody, because the chat is moving fast. So welcome. Nothing, you can say that. My glasses is fogging up. You can actually say that. You just let people know, welcome guys, which I'm about to do now, because I know that we've been talking and I haven't been able to go all the way down, because every time I thought I hit rock bottom, I'm back up again, like people coming in. So if I don't get to you and say hi, I'm so sorry. I always do that. I say, I'm so sorry I missed you guys. Even when I'm doing the auction, I walk away for a minute, I come back and I say, Sorry if I miss anybody that came in. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I won't start to go up and see who I miss
Yeah,
because
because
I
we've
love
been
you
on here
guys.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, and because I love you guys and I'm taking the time to do that. Swamp Picker, good to see you. So if I miss saying hi to you guys, I'm so sorry. If you're just coming in and I said I forgot to say hi, please, please forgive me. And if I didn't read your comments too, please forgive me. I don't like when sellers and their panelists bid against people in the chat. Give chat first bid and buy if the chat doesn't want it. I can understand that. I can understand that. I always say in my chat that, okay, this is the only reason I say if you want to bid in my chat. Okay, if the people on the panel in there, and I said if you want to bid. um because this is what happened to me. I couldn't bid in this chat. I wasn't allowed to bid, as being on the panel. I saw something that I wanted, and it wasn't I wanted it, because like I said, if it's a want, I can deal without it. It was something I really needed, and somebody was selling it, and I was like, wow, I don't think I will ever get. And it's a one of a kind piece, and I really wanted so bad to bid on it, you know, wanted so bad to bid on it, but I'm not allowed to bid. So I missed out on that, and I really needed that piece. Okay. So I could understand that you can say that. Some people, what they do is that if they're gonna bid, they're not gonna allow, if they're on the panel, it's like they have to like step down and go bid, and step down to the chat to bid. So they leave the panel and go into the chat and bid. Some people allow them to do that. So I can understand that you don't like it, but for me, if it's a want, I wouldn't even bid. But if it's a need and it's my channel and they're on me, I will bid. Most of the time, I'm bidding to give away. I hardly bid to keep the stuff I bid on. Like if Pikiniki comes in and she's showing something, I feel like, oh yeah, the chat will like it. If I do it as a giveaway, I will go ahead and I will bid because I want to give it away to you guys. You know, most of the resellers I know will bow out when they see somebody really want. Yes, that's true.
That,
We do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, we do that. We do that. And sometimes it's just to start off a bid. We're trying to support another reseller. I don't like it sometimes, and it doesn't, if the people don't have the money to bid, that's fair. Where you have a seller come in and they put up something to bid and nobody is bidding on it. Sometimes we on the panel, we did it just to keep it going. We just want to support that seller sometimes.
right.
I feel guilty when a seller comes, shows the 3 rounds, they didn't sell. Come, show us the second round, they show another 3 rounds and don't sell. I feel bad for them, you know.
Yes,
And I'm like, okay, you know what? I really don't need it, but I will bid on the thing, so that it doesn't mean that they hear and they don't have. So I will bid, so at least they can say they sold something. It's just that my way of helping. So that's what it is. I don't mind a reseller bidding me unless they are selling it on the channel at the time. Yeah, that's it. Hi, Lori. Mwah. Hi, Chris. Mwah. Happy Easter, guys. Welcome, welcome. Because you started selling cheap now, you're stuck selling it cheap. I know. That's the thing, because I started selling it at a cheap price. But then there's certain things I look at myself that I bring. I say, oh, I don't have stuff to sell. I have stuff to sell. But if I bring it to you guys, because I give it to you at a very cheap price, you guys won't want to buy it. So guess what? I keep it and I said, I'll list it and I'll get paid for it on my platform, you know. So that's the thing I do. I was like, now I just rearranged my shipping area. So now the space I was using to put stuff on, now I can put it in my shipping area because I just rearranged that shipping area. I can now start taking pictures, and now I can list. So if I bring it to you guys for the amount that I want to sell it, and you guys don't want to buy it because you're thinking, oh, you know what, Ella's gonna probably put a discount on it. No way. I will take a picture of it and I will list it. I don't care how long it will take to sell. I rather leave it on there on the platform than sell it cheap. You know,
Right.
yeah. There's gonna come a time where right now I don't have the palette. When I had the palette, I know I will make money from the palette, and that's why I give you guys, like, yeah, because I'm not even looking at people that have money that can afford it. I'm looking at people like, okay, well, people can't really afford it, but they need it. That is what I'm doing. Like, oh, people can't really afford it, but they need it, so I will give you that discount price. You know, but don't play me for a fool thinking, oh, you know what? If she's not gonna sell it for $2, then I won't buy it. When I know that you can go to another channel and you can buy it when other people are selling it for high price and you buy it there. But then when you come to my channel, you want to nitpick. You know, I'm not that stupid. I'm not an idiot.
Right.
If I'm gonna sell it for that nitpick price, I'm just letting it go. I've sold so many stuff for $1. Just let it go. I've had people buy mystery boxes or buy boxes from me. You win something. I'm still adding. I'm still adding. They've already called it, but I'm still adding because I want to let it go. I don't want to hang on to the stuff. I just want to let it go. I don't have the room for it. I keep putting it in, and be like, Ella, it's already sold. I'm like, okay, wait. I still want to put this in. That's because I want to do it that way. You know, I love that Ella sells jewelry for $3. Go back and watch the replay. Go back and watch the beginning. I might not want to sell it for $3. I've had I just got this I think it's a necklace tested yesterday. I think it was yesterday got tested. Okay. Now it is it's one Pandora. Okay, it's got the Pandora on it on one of the thing on the necklace. Everything's That is not a cheap Pandora. Now I'm gonna bring it to auction. You're gonna expect me to sell it to you for $3 starting bid? You must be out of your mind. It ain't gonna
Not
work.
happening.
It
Not
ain't gonna
happening.
Not happening. And if, like I said, if I bring it don't sell, I will put it in a lot. I've been collecting certain things that I'm gonna put in a lot and sell and start the bidding high. That's the only way I'm gonna get my money, to start the bidding high. And if you want it,
Right.
you have to come in high. But I'm not gonna put it out there and say, oh yeah, starting bid $3. No, because I know it's not gonna go anywhere past three because you guys want to buy it for $3. No way. Did I say hi to Swamp Picker? I think I did. The handmade wood is worse. Most folks don't even want to pay for the cost of the yarn. I know. Nobody want to pay for nothing. I buy a lot of stuff for personal use for myself or my husband, my grandkids, and other items I buy to resell. Other times I am buying just to support Sweet Ella and no idea what to do with them. I understand. I know when people are buying from me just to support me. I know a lot of you guys do that. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, that you guys are buying from me just to support me. Okay. Because sometimes I even ask them, like, you don't need it, but I know you're buying it for me, just you want to support me, you know. So, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I really do, you know. All right. Selling ad is hard too because someone wants to go to Hobby Lobby and buy cheap crap. Yeah. That's the thing. Some people rather go buy cheap crap than buy the good thing from you. Yeah. I'm not a reseller. I don't wear jewelry. I buy to help out seller jewelry. Sellers jewelry gets put up for my granddaughter and other stuff I give to my family and friends. And which I appreciate that you do that, because you said it before. And Melinda buys a lot of jewelry, you know. She buys a lot of jewelry. And I know she's doing it to support us resellers, you know, and she's keeping it for her children and her grandchildren. So she buys it, she goes through it, and she keeps it. And that's how people have stuff and they keep stuff, for their kids and their grandkids. Let me tell you, the amount of jewelry my mom had, I remember her saying that, you see this ring? I'm gonna wear it till I die. Even when I'm in my grave, don't pull it off my finger. Because if you do, I will wake up. She don't want to give it to nobody. She's just like that. She's just like, I don't want to get, you
I have a box full of jewelry that I buy from the auctions about this big and about this big.
know.
That's just I put in little like plastic things like this
Mm,
for in case somebody comes over and I want to give them some jewelry, or if I want to do it as a giveaway or
yeah,
whatever. I'm never going to wear all that jewelry. Never.
that's true. Yeah. As an artist, you put your heart and your soul into the. Yeah, yeah. I'm a graphic artist. I'm a sculpture artist as well. I don't practice. I don't do that anymore. But when you're doing your own personal work, you put a lot into it, and then somebody want to buy it, for cheap. Yeah, it's not gonna work out that way. No show next Friday. 2 Fridays from now is the next show. Whose show? Oh, for Okay, it must be for Defend the Hustle then. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we've talked today about beef. I have bought beef to
It's
show
going
you that
really
when you
well.
have beef, I'm telling you, it's just gonna stay raw like this, and it's just gonna keep hurting you. Just let it go. Let it go.
Let
Let
it
it go. Let it
go.
go.
Let it go.
That's all I'm saying. Hi, little Debbie. Mwah. Oh, did Missy come in? Hi, Missy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
good. Happy
Missy.
Easter. Welcome in. Welcome in. Don't forget, Missy has auctions. I like the personal shopping that
I
she was.
wanted to go to that yesterday, but I had my family here for Easter and I couldn't go. And I was like, oh my gosh, I
I
wanted to
mean,
see that.
she took us to this thrift store. It was massive. I've never seen a thrift store that big before. It was really big. Had some really nice stuff. But I was busy doing invoicing because I was way behind yesterday and I really needed to catch up on the invoicing. I had her playing and I saw the stuff that she was showing. I came this close buying one of this box that she had, and then that she was showing. Then I thought to myself, what am I going to put in it?
There
I
you
like the
go.
look. Yeah, I did like the look of it. I like the look of the box, but my thought was like, what am I going to put in it? So was it a need or is it just a want? So
Well,
it
my
was.
mind is now at my age, okay, if I die, my children are going to come in here and have to gather all this stuff. What are they going to do with it? They don't want it. It's my things that I like, not
Yeah,
that they like. They're going to have to pack it all up, either throw it away, give it away, sell it.
yeah,
That's what I think when I have to accumulate a lot.
yeah,
When I
stuff. Yeah. So, but the box was beautiful. I saw it when she was showing it. The box was really beautiful, and I asked her how much it was. It was a reasonable price, but then my thought was like, Ella, I know you got other boxes because I got a different type of boxes, but that one just it grabbed my attention. But then I was like, what am I gonna put inside of it? I'm just gonna have it. I have another box I bought from another reseller. It's in the bathroom. I put it away, and I was supposed to be putting stuff in it, but I got a different boxes as well. I just like those because they look cute, you
right.
know. So yeah, if you want to go on one of Missy's personal shopping, she does that on her auctions on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not following her, she does auctions on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you hit the notification. Always go to a reseller first. Much rather support small business people first and foremost. Yeah, I appreciate you guys supporting us. Does she have raw meat? Missy said, what the heck, does she have raw meat in the pot? I clearly missed that. Yeah, we were talking about beef today, so I put the beef in the pot. I put it in the pot just to show. I put it in the pot just to show. Here is Missy's link. Guys, make sure if you're not following yet, you're following. Click the notification so that when she comes on, you're able to know when she is on. All right, guys, we love you so much. Don't forget, I'm on tomorrow. No, I'm not on to yeah, I'm on tomorrow. Not in the afternoon. I don't have a jewelry unboxing tomorrow because I was really late. I thought I ordered some jewelry to do unboxing, but I totally forgot. So, but I'm on with Picnicky in the evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're back on Tuesday at 11. Don't forget tomorrow as well. Lisa's new adventure. She's on at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check her out. Hey, it's me, Angie. What do you got this week?
Well, I'll be going live Wednesday, around 1 o'clock or 1:30. I hadn't decided yet. I have my neighborhood chats. I have little pop-ups every now and then. I just wanted to let everybody know that I am expecting a new grandbaby in October.
Woohoo!
We found out this weekend my son and daughter-in-law are expecting. So I'll be amping up for Ella to get baby items. And because my little Lincoln is only 3 months old and I'm still buying baby things. But come by my channel, become my neighbor, join in the chat. I would love to have you. And I love doing this, having this time with Ella. I'm glad that this went well tonight. It's been a wonderful chat. I've
Yes.
enjoyed it.
I really appreciate you guys coming in to support. Thank you for the super stickers. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate each and every one of you coming in here, contributing to the topic today. Just know that at the end of the day, no matter what you do, no matter where you decide that you are going to take the level of um any situation, think about your health first. Think about how it will affect your health, you know, because at the end of the day, that's the most
That's
important
what
thing.
matters.
Is that what matter is your health. You guys tell me a lot of time, like, Ella, make sure you check your blood pressure, make sure you rest and everything. My blood pressure spiked because I was so stressed. I was getting stressed, not with stuff that I had in my personal life that was happening. It was just, I was so stressed because I was wondering, where am I going to get pallets to
Right.
sell? And I wanted to drop everything. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to go back to full time. And I hated that I was going to go help somebody's business grow while mine is stop growing. But I said to myself, you know what? No, Ella, we're gonna keep you. You did this and grew this business by selling from boxes, So a pallet will come, a company will come that you can buy pallets from, and you're gonna keep it. Um, you're gonna keep selling. So I'm doing my best right now. So I thank you guys for your support and
Ella,
appreciate
we'll
you.
be back on the 14th.
Yes, we're gonna be back on the 14th. I wonder what we're gonna be talking about.
Ooh, I don't know, but it'll be good.
Well, I hope so. But if you guys have a topic for us, you can always send an email, let us know, and we'll talk about it.
We'll
And
air it out right here.
yeah, we'll air it out, right? Yes, let us know. But we thank you guys, and we appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Have a blessed week. And don't forget all the channels that Jennifer dropped their links. Make sure you're sub to these channels. Check them out. They bring awesome stuff to their auction. Until next time, peace, guys. Hey, don't forget to check out Steph sells stuff by the seashore. She does have auctions going on, so make sure you check her out. Steph, you became a member? Oh my gosh, I didn't even know you became a member. I
Who
think
did?
somebody bought you a membership.
Who
I think
did?
somebody bought you a membership. It must be the nicety seller. She said, put that beef back in the freezer. That is going into the dumpster. I don't eat beef. Somebody left it in my fridge. I don't eat beef, so it's going in the dumpster. I was glad to see it there because I was gonna bring an empty pot, but then I looked in the freezer. I was like, "Oh, they left their beef." All right, I'm gonna use it as an example. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace. See ya.